Ba-doop-a-doo. Louder than usual.
Beep, 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 beep. Woo.
There you go. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
That was mine.
I have to say, literally, I can't hear either one of you.
Beep, 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 beep.
Where are these
Are
people?
bleeding.
Okay, this is Scott.
Echo.
Huh? Ba-doop-a-doo.
Boo.
And I don't get to go again.
Echo. Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
you don't get to
my
go
God.
because you have an echo.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I don't
'Cause I-
have an echo.
I couldn't hear you, Matt, and usually I hear you pretty clearly.
Oh no, no, I can't control that. I'm talking about whenever he speaks, there's an echo, like because he's playing his system through his input with like through the through what he
Thingamabob?
sings through. Yeah, so it all comes through on his mic or through that.
You still
input.
sound quiet though. You might want to turn up your level a little bit.
I can do that.
What up, everybody? It is Saturday night. It is the dump,
Hello.
and we are here. Matt, let me hear your voice. I want to hear if I can hear you.
Here's my voice. It is so nice. I
Still a
sing
little
so
quiet.
good.
Still a little quiet.
Yeah,
Here's my voice. It sounds so nice.
That's better. That's better.
You're soft.
Yeah. Well, he's soft, all right. How you doing tonight, Matt? Let's hear what's going on.
Oh man, just excited about Vasily Lomachenko tonight. Taking on Comey. That's gonna be awesome.
There you
What kind
go.
of lemon heads candy are you talking about?
Somebody's in the back.
Hey, Tommy.
What was that about lemon heads?
Sea culture.
I'm glad we're not live because I really wanted to talk to Matt real quick. Don't say a fucking word, but don't ever
We
send
are-
me dick pics again. I
Oh
don't
no,
ever wanna
we're
see
live.
What?
We are live.
Oh,
That wasn't even my dick. It was my granddad's. I was showing you like is
No,
like no,
guys,
it's
we're
a
live.
piece of art. It's a piece of art, dude.
the
Like
red-
it's one of the first
but it looks
dick
so
pics of all time.
angry.
Of course it does. He was a World War II veteran.
It's going to be an angry
so
dick.
He was
Then.
angry.
Does
Yeah.
it look like? An Amazon rocket? That's my question.
Look,
Yes.
his
Okay,
dick pic
that's-
is one of my
that's
most
powerful.
prized possessions, and I send it to
All
him
shaft.
because I'm like, maybe this will get me on Midnight Ed.
Yeah. Now, that's a conversation between the two of you. While you're doing that, thank you for
I
being
didn't
here,
know
Tom.
we were live. I apologize, kids.
Yeah. What are you going to do? You
I
know.
apologize for nothing. My
Yeah,
grandfather's penis is beautiful.
And it's an American hero.
American icon.
American icon. Here's Culture Casino though.
Hey everybody, I'm here. I'm saying hi to you, and I'm looking forward to whatever this dump happens to be. So far, it is probably a bunch of train cars that have run into each other because this is a complete train wreck from the very beginning. But kind of like most of our shows. But let's go.
So I was about to say that is like most of our shows anyways. Some channel Midnight's Edge where they're doing a raid, I guess. So thank you. I guess
I couldn't tell you I wasn't allowed on there.
Penny raid. King of the
Lads, what are you
squibs.
doing Tuesday?
Oh.
7
God.
p.m. Central
is.
Time.
Nothing.
Too bad because you're not going to be on Midnight
Fuck
Subject.
me.
Bravo.
See, that's
I'm kidding. Get your ass on there fucking
right.
Tuesday night.
All right.
I've offered you like 3 times now.
You have, and it's
No.
it's pathetic, man. It has to stop.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, 7
think-
p.m. Central.
I think a lot of it has to happen, at a time when Matt is awake. He's awake for
I'm
about
awake at 7 p.m.
4 hours a day.
No,
That's
like
not
the
true.
last time I asked him, he was like out of the house or something like that. It was last minute.
Should have ran home.
It's actually not as close to Comics' house where he hangs out in the bushes.
What?
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of like
creepy.
My new one is it's just a tent, and it's right in his backyard.
So is he capable of seeing you though?
He's roughing it.
Yeah, he is. Like, oh man, dude, now like his neighbors are such assholes. Like, I have to wear camo paint when I'm hiding out in the bushes because they're like, oh, there's a guy with a mic and a monitor and sound panels hanging out in the bush. I'm like, what?
Well, you know what? You'll get to the point where
the FBI and they'll leave you alone.
Right. Just have a drone. Yeah. You'll be good.
I haven't thought about that.
So has anybody seen this going around Twitter right now? Hold on. Let me find this picture. It's going to block us.
Is it syphilis?
No. That's really going around Twitter. This picture right here, dressing up like a bat and beating up Gotham City's criminally insane. He looks sad. Getting therapy to cope with my parents' murder and using my wealth to fund social programs. This is trending right now, people.
If I had $1 billion and had a choice between the left and the right, I'd be Batman.
Of course.
Nobody in their right mind would be a freaking wow. I'm going to say things I normally don't say.
Liberal puppet.
Yeah, nobody would be a commie socialist that would be giving away their money in weird ways like that. I mean, yes, you can be a philanthropist, but you can also be somebody who actually makes a difference.
Shit like that.
The problem is philanthropy for philanthropy's sake isn't successful. Because the majority of it, if you look at any of the monitoring watchdogs, goes into the administration of the programs, the salaries and the payments to people who work for whatever ridiculous piece of crap foundation that you work for, right? It doesn't actually make it to the people that you're trying to actually help. And that's the biggest problem with these things. It's one of the reasons why government is a complete failure when it comes to social programs. Mm-hmm. You're doing it wrong.
Right. The job of social programs is to help raise people so that they can get to a place where they can support themselves, not live on it the rest of your lives.
Yeah. Successful social programs would be AA. That's a successful,
I did that.
Yeah, that's a successful social program. Guess who does not govern that?
For kids.
That's a good one.
It's not a real thing, but we can make it one.
Okay.
Dude, I think that would work, Tom.
So I think what it is, like, is a bastardization of this philosophical idea, or like this idea that Peter Rollins, this Irish
I love Henry Rollins.
Yeah, Rollins band is awesome.
Peter Rollins.
Rollins band, dude.
Anyway, so he talks about the point of resistance, like where you think the resistance should be is in a different position, right? And he uses Batman as an example in the fact that so he has this multi-million-dollar corporation, right? And that can contribute to a lot of the problems that will affect people to the way to where like he has to dress up like a bat and go fight these bad guys that may be economically challenged, whatever, right? And it's not about socialism whatsoever. It's just about Batman realizing that what he thinks is his point of resistance is in fact like what he does during a night fighting bad guys is how he's able to work his job at Wayne Enterprise during the week. And it's a whole big thing, but like this is just a really, really bad and simplistic version of what he speaks about. So
I mean, Tom, do you think Bat Tom, do you think you should be throwing money at the problems of Gotham?
No, that's what Joker did, and then he tried killing everybody.
Oh, I see. So what you're saying is it's better to, I don't know, give out your own brand of justice than support social programs?
Fucking A.
Okay. See? That's straight
Those
from...
Those loafers need to get a goddamn job and quit being criminals. And I wouldn't have to beat their ass.
Are you branding people still?
Next question.
Next question. Okay. I agree with what you guys are saying. I mean, it is one of those things where it's
that
like
Australian Batman guy. Every time I come here,
he
shows up.
Where is he?
I kind of miss him.
I haven't heard him in a while.
No.
There he is.
Hey, sorry, I'm in lockdown because of the quarantine.
Oh man, that sucks.
For me, I only fight the unvaccinated because they're dirty. I'm in New Zealand.
That's kind of racist.
A little bit.
What? No, not the Aborigines. No, I don't. They're outside of my jurisdiction. Yeah.
You're from Australia, right?
No, New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Is that New Zealand accent?
I don't know.
Is that the Joker?
It might be.
Oh my
I'm trying
god.
to figure that out.
This is it's a ploy, I think. It's a ploy.
It's like the detective mind at work.
You know who he does sound like?
Don't forget, I gotta go, but don't forget everyone, vax that ease up, like Juvenile says. Vax that ease up.
Okay.
Who's Aesop?
I don't know. Is that a new YouTuber?
Juvenile?
No,
Vax that ass up?
Aesop. Back you said Vax Aesop.
Oh no, that was an accent. I think he was saying "vax that ass up." It's Juvenile remixed his "back that ass up" song to "vax that ass up."
Did he for reals?
Yeah, that's 100% a true thing that
That
happened.
is the most soy fucking thing I've ever heard. In my life.
I am so disappointed.
And I hang out with Robin.
That's true. Oh, Michail Woolf, he's a Kiwi.
Speaking of, I gotta go. He's out in the car. Can't leave a kid alone in the car. You know, somebody's bound to call goddamn social services or some shit.
Every time.
Lola, la 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 Lola. So let me show you this because you guys, your Australian friend sounded a little different to me. I don't know if anybody else noticed that.
New Zealand.
Okay, same difference. Our friend Paulie from Latino Slant and Midnight Edge Espanol, he sent me this, and it's the new Latino.
Like Mad sent me.
No, no, definitely not. This is a new Latino superhero. Yeah. Why don't we just watch their new super? This is their new superhero. Let's look at.
Who's new one?
This is coming from covidlatino.org. Real thing. Say hello to @Lalo Alcaraz. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing names. New public health hero, Super Vaccine Vato. Yes, this is a real thing. Produced by Pacho Villa Prods at COVID Latino and at ASU Transborder.
I'm not even Latino or Hispanic or anything like that, and I'm fucking offended already.
Dude, wait till you hear it. You want to be offended? Any of my Latinos in the chat, I apologize ahead of time, but this is from covidlatino.org on Twitter. SVV takes on vaccine hesitance Tio Rigo in his first emergency. Stay tuned for more episodes.
I guess no. Now I know it would turn out this way. Whoever runs this is white. I guarantee.
You would think so, right? But this is Mexican Judge. He is he's the creator, 2-time Pulitzer finalist, editor, editorial cartoonist, TV writer, cultural consultant, and Awana Direct. Get Vaxxed and Mask Up, Chicano, artist in residence at ASU. Okay, so this is his thing. I don't think he's
Where's
fronted.
Paulie when we need him?
Well, this is Paulie. I mean, if he's in the chat, someone throw him. He has the link in the dump Saturday dump one. So, Paulie, if you're out there, come on. But let's just take a little.
I don't know where I did my phone.
This is a gander at this one. Here we go.
Super Vaccine Vato headquarters, state your emergency homes.
What the
Rico's
fuck?
outside, unvaccinated, and he's trying to come to our party. We need Super Vaccine Vato.
Come at their way. Super Vaccine Vato's wrapping up another emergency, fool. He'll be there in a few minutes, homegirl. What's up, Super Vaccine Vato? We have an unvaccinated emergency situation at
This is some of the
Maya's
worst voice
pad.
acting I've ever heard in my life.
Yes, and
Oh my god!
if you couldn't hear, the call was because they have an unvaccinated trying to come into their party while Super Vax Vato is eating a
taco and having a cerveza.
Yes.
So is unvaccinated the new N-word?
It's worse than anything I think that's out there right now. Here we go.
I say we
hold
vote
on.
for that.
Blood in, Blood
like
Out had less offensive accents than this.
Yes, and they had toking white guys playing Latinos.
Yeah, they
You're
did.
absolutely right.
Yeah. Los locos for life, ese.
Yeah, this is worse. Here we go.
Órale, Super Vaccine Vato en route.
Oh my god.
Is that Danny
Listen up,
Trejo?
Holmes. This is a vaccinated.
Doesn't it sound like him?
It does. It does not fit the character at all.
Not at all, but it sounds like him.
That's Machete, right?
Yeah, it's who it sounds like at least. He's coming at this unvaccinated, like he looks a little dangerous. He's rubbing his stomach like a dirty guy.
The dude left a whole taco on the bench.
And a beer can.
We do this and just change out the word unvaccinated for unregistered.
there's more important things than tacos. That's it.
And let's see how that twists their little fucking leftist heads all the way around.
I love how they kind of depict the unvaccinated guy as like almost zombie, almost like zombie-like.
I'm sorry, I've never seen this name before.
That cannot be Paulie.
That can't be Paulie. Tino X Slant, but for the win.
Either a fat Steven or a naked Fame or a.
For the win, though. For the win.
I have a feeling that's going to be Handy Randy.
Oh, who's Handy Randy then?
I have my suspicions.
Shut the fuck up. It's you, isn't it?
No, it's not me. I'm
sitting there arguing with yourself in the chat all the time, man.
No, it's not me, man. I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
No, I would love it if somebody actually did go through this and replace the word unvaccinated with unregistered.
Yeah, something like that. Thank you, Tom. You know what, Tom? That's a perfect way. Someone else said that. There is a plan right now. I don't know which state is trying to do it. It might be Illinois. They're trying to make it that if you are unvaccinated and get sick of the bug, you have to pay for everything. So that's like saying, okay, now you're opening the door. So if you don't comply, you have to pay. So what about all the type 2, like myself, diabetics, who, because you ate like shit, most likely got type 2? Are you going to tell them, well, now because you're fat, we're not going to pay for insulin? Like, that's the thing I'm kind of like what you're saying there. Right?
I think he's done.
Oh, okay.
I think you lost your point somewhere, but I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah. I lose my point pretty quick.
Let's finish watching this.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah.
Listen up, Holmes. This is a vaccinated neighborhood. Turn around or you're going to get shot.
Never mind. That's somebody trying to be Danny.
Right. And you're going to get shot. J, M, or P. Okay, so be prepared.
Oh, I get it.
I don't even know if you could choose.
What's the last one? Oh, no, wait. What's the M? Moderna. Okay.
Moderna, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
One should be JJ, one should be M, and one should be P.
This episode is sponsored by Pfizer.
Why are you bugging Doña Maria? You're not vaccinated, ese.
I don't believe in the vaccine, but they're all vaccinated, so what's the harm?
Fucking Pepe Le Pew.
Delta.
No, it's
Speedy Gonzalez.
It's Speedy Gonzalez, yeah.
Or
what I meant.
is it Speedy or is this his cousin?
Slowpoke
Rodriguez.
No, that was Speedy. Like
too fast.
More Speedy, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Speedy.
Yeah,
it's
that high pitch.
And shove it up your ass.
Yeah,
right. It's that high pitch voice, like to make him even look worse. Now this is Delta. Watch out.
You know Delta, right?
Nah, I don't trust airlines.
That was kind of funny.
He doesn't trust the airlines. That was good. What's on his arm? Oh, variant. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's a new variant of La Rona. It can harm our abuelas and the OGs, even the vaccinated.
Pues, that's why the vaccines are a fraud. I'm better off without them.
First thing, it ain't about you, Holmes. Vaccines are all about us.
But you can still get infected. You just said that.
Yep.
You just said
even us
vaccinated.
But it's all about us. It's not about you. Right? Yep. Like, it's all about us. It's not about you. So you as an individual, I don't care about you. It's about you got to protect everybody else. It's your job.
Yeah, you got to protect the little vatos out there.
It's like somebody coming up and saying it's your fault, it's a me thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
A sneaky-ass version of Rona. Vaccines are effective at stopping hospitalization and severe illness. Pero guess what? People like you who choose not to get vaccinated are 29 times more likely to end up in the hospital than us vaccinated gente.
Then why are you worried about it?
Why are you yelling at me?
Not only that, I mean, this is all the same complete, commie talking points around this whole thing. It really bothers me.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Probably. But this is incredibly offensive. I mean, to me, but
it is. It is.
I'm pissed because all of this is lies.
Yeah.
By Johnson and Johnson.
Right. Right. You know what's crazy too? They say it's 29 times more likely to be hospitalized. Well, hospitalizations for that now, some report hospitalizations for vaccinated people are 0.0112 or something like that. So multiply that by 29. So you're going to be like what? Maybe 0.029.
Hold on, this is my favorite segment.
We're not
when
doctors.
Scott does math.
We aren't. Yeah, I can't
say
do that.
this though, but I love this because this was last week or the week before, or whatever, when they were talking about the con. You know what I'm talking about? The new one.
Yes.
The new con.
Yes.
And they're
The
asking that
Transformer.
doctor, they're like, so how many people have died from this? And they're like, none.
Right.
And they're like, why is this a big deal? It's like,
okay, someone that VOI,
yeah,
someone please.
What's
If you see
VOI?
this, please block it.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
And not only that, don't go to it, because that's the whole point. These are bots. They're trying to lead you the wrong direction. When you see dumb shit like that in the chat, they're trying to get you to go to a website to give you a bad problem. Your machine will be owned. Stay away from those bots, guys.
Yeah. So please do not go to those bots. They're using actual names and then putting that in there. Do not go to their site, guys. I'll put that up one more time. Look,
those are bad things.
Those are very bad. It will destroy your computer. Right. Maybe do some worse things than that.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I just want to say this. Look, you know what? I haven't heard once during this propaganda speech is consult your doctor.
Right.
You know, because that's the thing that YouTube wants us to make sure we say. We're not medical professionals. Consult your doctor. It is a health decision that you need to make between you and your doctor, because your particular health conditions may not allow for you to get whatever generic version of thing there is out there in the world. So just be aware. That's all I have to say.
Right. Another crazy thing is, okay, so they allow this on Twitter, but the American Heart Association had a tweet that said it was unsafe because they made a correlation between the vaccines and heart disease. The American Heart Association, unsafe tweets. This is the world we live in now, people. This is the world we live in.
I mean, what have they ever contributed to the world? My God, look at what Pfizer has done. Jeez. Pfizer, you can trust in us.
I need a Ferrari.
Pfizer, just don't trust the science, trust our profits.
Here we go.
And that's not so bad.
Oh, really, Holmes? Would you like to be 29 times more likely to get bit by this sparrow?
No, 29 times more likely.
What?
That's not the same thing.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a 0.0 thing. That's what we're talking about.
We got Mike in the chat. Let me see if I can bring his ass.
Oh man, bring Mike in here.
Yeah.
Michael, tear this shit apart.
Mind.
Yes, please come in. He says for $4.99. I just got here. What is this? That we are watching.
Shit I have ever seen in my life, Mike.
Yes, please send him the link, and we can hold off for a minute.
You're gonna have to answer for your people, Mike.
Yeah, I'm very confused, Mike.
I don't think that's the case here.
I don't know. I'm thinking he's gonna go at him.
I was gonna say I think he's gonna go after him.
Yeah.
I got you the link, Mike.
Mike's gonna lose his ever-loving mind.
I'll be there in 3 minutes. All right, we're gonna wait. We might have to rewatch parts of it, but I don't know. Maybe let's wait a minute because this is insane, dude. This is insane. How do you get away? Like, why is this okay, but the American Heart Association isn't, where they're talking about actual things?
I saw, somebody please tell me they saw this, because I hope I'm not the only one, but some mother was like complaining that they kept taking down something for her daughter because she's in a coma right now or something like that because of the vaccine, and they kept taking it down.
No shit.
I can't remember. I guess maybe I'm the only one here who saw that, but like I wish I would have saved that and sent it to one of you guys, because then you guys would have probably used it. But it was like,
I would have, yeah.
Crazy. Like I saw that and it was like, because like she was trying to get some help and they kept taking down this one like GoFundMe or something like that.
Because it said she was in a coma due to that.
Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember the exact logistics of it, but it was around those lines.
Love you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you. By the way, it was great to see you in Odin's chat too a little while ago. You and I were making the rounds in the same places, so.
I'll talk to you this week. I want to see if you could come on in the next couple streams.
I'm sending him a link
on our show.
I'm sending him a link tomorrow.
Yeah, he is in our Saturday link. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Valliant Renegade. I would bump you for him.
What?
I'm just saying.
He's a nice.
I would vote for him too. Just
whoa. This feels unnecessary.
He's got a sexier voice.
He's 29 times more likely to get your stream demonetized.
But he's
Yeah,
sexier.
I doubt
That's
that.
science.
I doubt that. That's
But he's
science.
scientifically sexier.
Well,
That is science.
okay, 38 people in the chat. We have 38 people watching. A 1 for Valliant Renegade, a 2 for
What?
Mad.
Oh,
Who
you
would you
can't
rather
trust
have
those
on?
comments.
I'm just saying. A
you
1 for
kidding
Valliant,
me?
a 2 for Mad. Let's see your numbers,
You know
people.
you can do polls in the
You
chat
never
now, right?
no, you never go to the chat.
Uh-oh. Here he is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Speaking of El Perro.
Back this
Battle.
up.
I am
You
getting
can-
a couple
Hey,
mads.
Mexican Iron Man's here. I've been summoned. I got a link. It said it said something good was happening, and
Yeah.
I've had a great day. It's
Yeah.
been a good weekend, a great week at work.
Then you
Yeah.
might want to leave, Mike.
I just walked the Great Bambino, and I'm here with like some of my best friends and Matt Martigan, the intern.
Yes, the intern is here too.
Ooh, so glad that we got that one running again.
I don't know how much of this you caught, but this was
Back it
sent
up.
to me by Paulie.
Rewind
So
it. Rewind
Okay.
it. It is terrible from the
Oh,
word go.
hey, anything that Paulie sends, wait, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Super vaccine, vato. Hey, anything that Paulie sends has got to be good. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna let it run for about 30 seconds, and then
Okay,
I'll stop it.
I'm
All
here.
right.
Okay.
Super
diver-
Vaccine Vato headquarters, state your emergency, Holmes.
Tío Rico's outside, unvaccinated, and he's trying to come to our party. We need
What
Super
the-
Vaccine Vato.
Llámate, way. Super Vaccine Vato's wrapping up another emergency, fool. He'll be there in a few minutes, homegirl.
What the?
What's up, Super Vaccine Vato? We have an unvaccinated emergency situation
What
at
the-
Doña Maria's pad. Cruise over.
There
Why
he
is
is.
everybody wearing a bandana? What the fuck?
Right?
Wait, what is this? Wait, is this a joke? This isn't real. What is this? Who
is
did
real.
this?
Joke.
This is real. Hold on. This
No,
is
this
from,
ain't real. Who did this?
This is from covidlatino.org.
Is that so? Paulie sent me something in my Twitter, and I didn't
This
open
is
it
it.
because I had.
Now they don't have a lot of followers. They don't have a lot of followers. But this is
wonder
like
why.
a newer site that is trying to get the message out to Latinos. Now it might be a joke down the line, but
Go back like 10 seconds to the chick that's working on the computer.
Okay.
She's on the computer.
yep.
Okay, go to that scene where she's on the computer. What Latina chick has her hair like that at a computer terminal?
Maybe in 1990.
Well, I mean, she has the hoops though, right?
Bro, like yellow and purple and blue and white. Who dresses like this? And why are look what the fuck? What's going on with the eye? Look, the eyeshadow.
Yep.
All right, keep going. Let it rip.
All right,
Keep
let
this
it
thing
rip.
going.
Need an emergency situation at Doña Maria's pad. Cruise over.
Orale, Super Vaccine Vato en route. Listen up, Holmes. This is a vaccinated neighborhood. Turn around or you're gonna get shot. Why you bugging Doña Maria? You're not vaccinated, ese.
I don't believe in the vaccine, but they're all vaccinated, so what's the harm?
Delta. You know Delta, right?
Nah, I don't trust airlines.
Delta is a
What?
new variant of La Rona.
So right there, because the guy doesn't want to be vaccinated, he's stupid and thinks he's talking about an
First of
airline.
all, the whole tone of this thing is like Mexicans and Latinos are morons. The whole
Yep.
thing is like, are you kidding me? Someone
Mike,
thought this was a good idea. Delta, the airlines. First of all, Mexicans. First of all, let me just say this on behalf of Mexican and Latino people: we don't even take Delta if we can have to. We can avoid an
Spirit.
airport. We drive. Yeah, Spirit, Southwest, or we fucking drive. 800 miles to your grandma's house. We're jumping in the car and driving because we don't want to go to the airport.
Before you got on here, I said like blood in, blood out had less offensive Mexican
and less
accent
bandanas.
than this.
Go ahead, let it rip.
It can harm our abuelas and the OGs, even the vaccinated.
Pues that's why the vaccines are a fraud. I'm better off without them.
First thing, it ain't about you, Holmes. Vaccines are all about us. Delta's a sneaky-ass version of Rona. Vaccines are effective at stopping hospitalization and severe illness. Pero guess what? People like you who choose not to get vaccinated are 29 times more likely to end up in the hospital than us vaccinated gente.
First of all, Mexicans are probably 50 to 100 times more likely to drop dead of a heart attack because we don't eat and exercise. That's another story for another day. But who talks like this, Paul? Who Who is this vato puto guy? Who is that? Tom, I have a question. When on Midnight Edge After Dark have we ever logged on and say, "Hey, what's up, Holmes"?
I don't know. This is some of the most racist shit I ever seen in my life.
Ever, dude. Ever. And whoever made this has the music so high.
Well, you know what I said to do, Mike? I said I want to see somebody take this and replace unvaccinated with unregistered and see how quickly that rolls over real well with people.
Right. It's very racist, man. It's very racist. And what you're doing is you are telling everyone, go after the unvaccinated. They are not like us until they comply.
Keep going. I'm offended.
I'm offended for us all.
And that's not so bad.
Oh, really, Holmes? Would you like to be 29 times more likely to get bit by this perro?
Not the same
29
thing.
times more likely is scary with that perro.
So you want to be 29 times more likely of getting hospitalized with La Rona? Or do you want to someday join the vaccinated familia here chilling at the
All right,
carne
first of all,
asada?
stop. I got to jump in.
No,
that
please.
whole little thing right there where they go La Rona, they're like doing a play off of a character that's in Latin culture, especially in Mexico, called La Llorona, which is the nighttime angel of death in Mexican cultural history. So
I am glad to have you out here. I didn't know
they're
that.
going La Rona, which for us means coronavirus, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. But the fact that they're going La Rona, it's a play off of the La Llorona, which La Llorona is this. There was actually a movie about a few years ago.
Oh my God.
But it's a play off of like when you think like what would be the equivalent in American culture? Like who is it's the equivalent of our.
Are you talking like the Grim Reaper?
Yeah, but
Like
except she's a
Hillary
woman.
Clinton?
Except Hillary. No, except that it's a female. La Llorona is a woman who's like. Oh, you know who she's like? She's like the one that would come out of the TV with the black hair.
Oh, The Ring.
Oh, I think that was Japan's, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is Japan's, but it's the Mexican version of that character.
Yep.
La Llorona. All right, let her rip.
All right,
So
before
they're basically psychologically throwing a message out here.
Yes.
Trying to basically say anyone that's.
What they're trying to say, Mike, is like, oh, Latinos are very religious. Let's throw this out here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they really are.
You nailed it.
I just want to give a quick shout out to eHacker, one of my favorite channels. Isn't this a joke? This is serious. Yeah, this is serious, man. I haven't found anything yet that says this isn't like this is a joke. It's a .org. It might be a parody thing, but at the moment, at least I'm getting good content.
A parody, the way they're doing this shit.
And if this is a .org, we can use it in its entirety and mock the shit.
Yes, and they can't do anything about it.
That's correct.
So the COVID Latino Project provides critical information on COVID-19 vaccines and testing for Latino communities across the U.S. They don't have a lot of followers. I'm just saying that, my Latino friends. Here we go.
Nah, I don't like hospitals, eh?
Thank you, Super Vaccine Vato. This is for you.
You want this comida? You gotta make the choice, Holmes, or Delta will choose you, and you may never see another plate like this again.
So choose the shot, or you don't get to eat good home cooking meal.
What the F?
I don't know what the frig we're watching, man.
Keep going.
Yep, we're going.
Okay, fine. I'll take the shot.
Orale, this is the first shot, Holmes. You need the second shot to be fully vaccinated. Now wear this whenever you are in public until you get the second shot, and keep this card handy.
What
Es
the
importante,
fuck?
loco.
Oh my God.
Make sure you have your papers.
Oh my God.
And I guess they didn't choose the J&J one. You know, he had all three on his belt.
Brought
so.
to you by.
I like how they put
Moderna.
Tio Rigo. That means Uncle Rigo, which is just fucking hilarious because I've never had a Theo named Rigo. And even still, why wouldn't his name have a real name on it?
Yeah, why is it? Oh, it's the uncle that's bad. Like this is.
They might as well put here like Uncle Ben, like Theo Rigo. Theo Rigo, Scott. Theo Rigo is like
Wow.
kind of like it's like a joke. It's like a little.
But I get it.
It's like Uncle Tom.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's
Yeah.
even. This is not a joke though. I don't know. Maybe it is.
No, it's not. I just verified that this is a real non-for-profit. I do taxes for a living, and I'm on a website, and I validated that this thing is a real not-for-profit registered.
You heard it here first, people. All right, let's go.
Unless they actually went through the trouble of registering.
Then God bless them if they went that far.
That'd be going pretty far. But like they actually like filled out the paperwork. And look, even on Twitter, they're verified.
Yeah, they're verified already with 200 freaking people following them.
What the hell? I got more followers. I don't even barely use Twitter.
Exactly.
All right, let her rip.
Super vaccine vato. There's an emergency on the east side. Kyle, homeboy.
Tio Rigo's.
There's an emergency on the east side, homeboy. Like.
So that's
East LA?
East LA,
yeah,
East San Jose, and every other east part of town. Because Latinos, when we migrate, we always like migrate to the East Coast. Why? Because on the coast is always phenomenally more expensive.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Vaccinated. Super vaccine vato en route. Delta is no joke. Protect yourself and your familia by getting vaccinated. We're all in this together, raza. Coronavirus a la chingada!
Family!
Mike, can you break down that last little bit there?
He was talking about
family. Go back and rewind it one more time. Go back and rewind
wait a minute. This is actually legitimately at a university?
Yeah, it's ASU.
ASU.
And they did that shitty of a job on the voice.
Yeah, man, these kids are definitely undergrads.
It's based out of Arizona State. So I looked it up already. All right, let her rip again because I'm like horrified right now. I'm literally freaking. I think my blood pressure is like 400 over fucking 300.
All right, here we go.
En route. Delta is no joke. Protect yourself and your familia by getting vaccinated.
And your family.
We're all in this together, raza. Coronavirus a la chingada!
Up and away I go to fuck over this virus. To fuck this virus. La chingada. To fuck this. Wait. Wait.
Wait. I'm going.
Up and away. He's saying up and away I go to beat this fucking virus. Is what he's saying.
Oh shit.
Familia by getting vaccinated. We're all in this together, raza. What? Coronavirus a la chingada!
So he's saying coronavirus, a la chingada means fuck this coronavirus. I'm gonna fuck it,
Oh, done by. Look at all these funded buys, and that's how good they did.
I already went to the .org website.
They should have had like fucking Disney quality shit with all that.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Well, I loved it.
Well, that's why you're a fucking intern. That's why everybody has you on their live stream so that you can learn how to be a real YouTuber.
Later, buddy.
I thought that the message was clear and precise.
I don't even know what to say after that.
Let me ask my brothers this because we know each other. Matt, I might tease you a lot, but I love you too. But on a serious note, let me ask like Tom or Scott.
Yeah.
What's your guys' reaction to this? Like, just as non-Latinos, what?
It's ridiculous.
Fucking racist and ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would love to see somebody change it to unregistered instead of unvaxxed and see how well that rolls over.
I don't even know what to say to it. It's like, those are one of those things I feel like they're setting up white people because we want to make fun of it. And they'll destroy us for making fun of it.
I don't think there's any fun to be had here. I think it's extremely insensitive. I don't care who made it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying it is fun.
I'm going to ask the same question we ask about everything that these idiots put together. Who is this for? Because let me tell you this much. You know who this is for? Let me tell you who I don't know who it's for because there's no one in my family that would possibly relate to this. And I come from a working class ass family.
Right.
Okay. The whole Vato thing and all that other shit, all that talk, that's very like gang level, street level shit.
Yeah, it comes off extremely stereotypical to me.
So basically, it would be like, yo, man, I mean, it's like that kind of, it's the equivalent of that. And
well, it seems like they're even dressing their superhero as like, with the headband and the baggy clothes, like, and with the goatee that he has, they're trying to make him look tough and streetwise. I don't know what they're trying to do.
So this is by people who have really no connection to the people that they're trying to talk to.
It has to be.
And all
exactly.
All they know is what they're
TV?
supposed to hate. No, what they're supposed to hate, right? So stereotypes, right? So if they're like all these, that's the only knowledge that they have about real people is how they're portrayed as, what I mean, as stereotypical, right? So when they're going to do something to speak to them, well, that's how they speak, right? I mean, that's what they
Let
did.
me tell you what's more infuriating, Matt. You hit the nail on the head. That is an absolutely accurate observation, and who it's by is what Matt just said. It's by people who are out of touch and they see. And here's what makes me so sad. Let me just tell you what makes me. I don't know if this is mad or sad. Tom, what did we just do on Polly's channel a few days ago?
We had talked about
Zoot
Suit.
Zoot Suit is one of the most important movies, and certainly for Mexican Americans.
I'm guessing it's talking about the Zoot Suit riots and things of that nature.
Exactly.
Okay.
And while there's that kind of language or uses, the Pachuco language, the Vato, the street level stuff, that is done in a sensitive, respectful, historically accurate way. In fact, one of the most profound things about that movie, and this is going to tie into what Matt just said, is one of the most profound things about that movie is that the Pachuco character will switch between having that hard street level talk, and then he'll go into proper Webster's dictionary English speak.
It's more
because Edward James Olmos is it's Edward James Olmos, and Edward James Olmos can do anything. He can talk like anybody. I mean, that's Galactic Actual, right?
Right.
You know, and so there's something where it's by the people for the people, and yet it has a greater audience and it had authenticity. You know, that Zoot Suit thing ran on Broadway. It's the only Mexican American musical play, whatever, that ever actually got to Broadway. It ran on Broadway, had a very successful run. And let's go back to what Matt talked about. Here you have people like how did you say it, Matt? That they're all operating off of a stereotype. I am so fucking insulted right now by what I just saw. I cannot believe I just saw what I just saw. So I feel like I'm in 19. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm in shock. Thank God I'm with you guys.
It's ridiculous, dude.
What I see is like they put in no research whatsoever to actually help the Latino community. I've watched my girlfriend for the past 2.5 years run this program that is about getting more information to religious Hispanic communities about diabetes, and the amount of work that has gone into, the amount of money, all of just the money that they've had to get for this, and the surveys and the paperwork and the research papers that have been done by her and the team that she runs. Like this, they did nothing but like, well, how do they talk? This is how they talk. We'll give them a taco and a cerveza. That'll get it across to everybody.
That is so nuts, man.
All the time, my girlfriend will talk to me about like, well, like how does this like in the trying to take, and it's religious, so they're also trying to implement the Bible as well, but also to keep it, and just so much work going on just to talk to them about diabetes, try to get more information about that. But this is absurd.
Well, it's terrible. And look, Darcipio, I'm going to talk about this because I can take a joke, and a lot of this could be funny. The problem is that this isn't a joke. It's propaganda for propaganda's sake. I mean, essentially, so are you suggesting that they're mocking the idea of the vaccine?
No, I don't think so. Or who's suggesting that?
I mean, is that your suggestion? Because there's a lot of things that I have a problem with here. If we have to take the extreme left's thought process on this, that you have to be vaccinated or else you're going to be othered, which is again, I know that seems hard to understand that could happen, or that's kind of the direction things are going, but if that's the case, then okay, but that's not the way this is done.
No.
And ASU is in a part of the country right now that is a heavy Latino population.
Yes,
absolutely, man.
They did zero qualitative research to actually find out the perspectives of the community.
I don't understand what Tickle Trunk is saying. What does he mean? I don't do what?
Well, okay, so Mr. Tickle Trunk for 5 Canadians says, Mike, when you first came in, you said, I don't even come in and say, I forgot the word you used, but I don't know if it was Vato or something, but you're like, I don't even come and do a stream and say that. That's what he was talking about. Mike, we know you don't do that when you show up on a stream, but can you? It sounds kind of cool. Like you're a total badass. I love Mr. Tickle Trunk. Okay. Thank you, my friend. But you know what? Like even the girl, okay, so Culture, going to what you're saying, these people have no clue what they're talking about. And like Mad said, they don't know the target demographic they're talking about. Like the young lady that's working in an office taking calls for Super Vato, she dresses like a hoodlum. Like why don't you have her dress like a businesswoman?
But okay, so and again, you actually called it out for what it was. In late 80s, early 90s, right?
That high hair and
stereotype, right?
Yep.
Which again doesn't represent current culture. And again, if this had any humor in it whatsoever, which it didn't, then I would put my
if this is
arms
for Spanish
around this.
people, why aren't they speaking Spanish?
That's a good point. Or frankly, like the percentage of like I don't even know where to fucking start with this thing, man. It is just fucking okay. Like, let's go with Matt. Matt, you probably know like 50, 100 Latinos that you've interacted with. Cultures, boy.
I was married to Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many of them talk like this?
None.
No.
Not at all. Like, in fact, like they never, like, even Spanish, like they didn't speak much Spanish. Well, I guess when I was around, but like they were always cool. Like when I'm at a burrito, like one of the trucks or whatever, right? I could call them like, hey, can you order for me? Because my Spanish is not good. I don't know if you ever heard me speak Spanish, but so yeah, I just call one of them and they would be able to translate for my order.
Yeah, it's just it is. This is. I think that's a great question. Why isn't it in Spanish? Now I understand maybe not every Latino in America speaks Spanish. I understand that, but do they have a Spanish version, or was the first one they came out with like a toking racist white image
basically what this is this is a Spanglish version using kind of
I was going to say that, but
gangland nomenclature. It's a Spanglish version. It would be like putting out. It would be like reaching. Imagine how offensive it would be to put out some of the commercials that you've seen for consumer goods and using Ebonics, for example.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or like you know what I mean. And it's one thing if it's like Airplane the movie and they're talking jive and that's a joke, right?
Right. I can speak jive.
You're talking about, and here's what else is really, I think, kind of effed up about this thing. Paulie, get your ass in here.
Yeah, the link's in the Saturday chat, man. Come on
I'm here because you sent these guys a link and I happen to get in here.
Yep.
All right.
So it's almost unethical at this point because like if they really cared about this community, right, they would have done the work necessary to actually address the problem, not put together this crap cartoon that is not going to affect anyone in that community other than anger.
Yep. This is that famous, I forgot ASU was that one. It's the famous student center where they kicked the white kids out for being white because they felt a microaggressions towards because
they were there.
Yeah, as they say, the POCs, which then you just divide people into one category or the other. That's like the biggest. I love when Jane said that to me. Jane Theory, amazing YouTuber, smart woman. She said, I hate the word POC because you're lumping so many different cultures together and then you have white. So it's everybody else and white.
Not just that, I don't like it because it's so close to another term.
I always by accident, I just had to catch myself from saying POS. I really did.
That's not even what I mean.
Yeah, you're talking about the other way. Just switching the words around a little bit of people of color can get really close to something that you should not say.
Oh, see, I don't even know.
Let's just say take the of out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dude, I never thought of that. Woo. We have 54 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody.
Goddamn thing.
They really are.
The same fucking words. They added one word and flipped it around.
I'm with you, man. Now that you say it, you're absolutely right. That's all they did. And they try to slide it by and they're like, holy crap, everyone's using it now. Look at how we did that.
So they actually try to do that for everything, right? Rather than saying that you are a disabled person, you are a person with disabilities. It's the whole, we put people first here.
Yes.
So,
they're really good at word association. Like, Planned Parenthood, you can't plan a parenthood.
Why are they going to change definitions too?
Yeah. It's funny, dude, but is it a joke? I mean, they're trying.
It's not a joke. No,
they're trying to get more Latinos. Yeah, go ahead.
Scipio, I don't take half the stuff you say seriously on any of the streams. I'm just going to say it right now, right here on this show, on this channel, on this stream. I've told you before. I've told you again. He just throws stuff out just to see where it goes with people in the chat stream. Super chat me, buddy. Super chat the channel then.
So. Well, no, but he's not good at what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the same thing I do, trying to poke the bear, gets to keep a conversation going.
I get that. I mean?
Playing the other side. But the way he does it is so obviously wrong.
Well, he's always here. So thank you for being here and giving me views and usually has some stuff to say. But I understand we can take a joke and I understand what you're trying to do, get the conversation going. But We all know that this isn't a joke. This is them trying to reach a population they don't understand.
Exactly. And here's the other thing too. And the other thing too is the fact of the matter is, like it said, in the neighborhood. I mean, and let's go to there's 2 or 3 subcontexts here that are just really ridiculous and insidious. One of them is the La Llorona thing. La Rona and La Llorona. Whoever wrote this, whichever sellout Latinx piece of shit was on this creative team, because they had to have at least one Latinx sellout motherfucker on this team.
They had a couple, yeah. The main guy.
They had to have at least 1 or 2 Latinx sellout Hispanic motherfuckers who offered that up. So calling it La Rona, because they had to think about that. They could have called it La Corona. They could have called it the virus. They could have called it a variety of things, but they chose to go with La Rona, which is a joke up about La Llorona. Or not joke, it's a reference. And so they're invoking basically the most feared. This is literally a combination. This character in Latin culture, Mexican specifically, is literally a combination of Frankenstein, Dracula, like the werewolf. All like it is the biggest thing. When you're a little kid, exactly. It's the ghost that comes for you. And here's the thing: La Llorona is the one that takes your children away.
Yeah,
in our mythology.
Yeah, and that is
the second thing is saying, hey, you either eat at if you don't take there's also
that's
the
what I was about to say. Yep.
Either you we're gonna get in the way of you either you're gonna be able to eat or you need it or you might die unless you get the shot. And then number three is they basically set it in the scene of like literally their neighborhood at their house. You know how intrusive that fucking is?
Crazy, man. And the funny thing also, number 3A or 3B, they say, now that you did it, we can give you your papers. Here's your papers. You can walk around now. Like, that's fucked up.
You know what I just thought? Do you think they're going to do that at some point? Like,
they already
trying
are.
to get,
oh, New York?
No,
New York,
hold on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead. Finish your statement.
To help both with getting more people vaccinated, but like, if you're in the country illegally, if you get your vaccination, then we will grant you
citizenship. Don't give them ideas, dude. Sorry. Please don't give them ideas.
The commies will absolutely do that.
Oh yeah, they will.
I mean, they don't even care. They want you to vote without citizenship.
Don't get us started. Most of us U.S. Hispanic citizens, and Americans of Hispanic descent.
You're American.
We're American, buddy, and don't. Yeah. I mean, literally, we're not. Finish that freaking wall and all that other shit.
Yeah, one of my hardest, like most diehard conservative friends is Cuban, and because of what his family went through in Cuba, you do not talk to him about any social anything because that's a sign to him that you are going down the wrong path. So, I mean, I know
a lot of people owe Gina Carano a big fucking apology.
Hell yes to the hell yes.
Some of the videos and shit I've seen the last week or two. Some of the shit I've seen happen. I mean, we're not fucking doctors, but I'll tell you what, this shit is crazy that's going on right now.
I mean, we're finding out more and more, dude. More and more. Just take a look. I won't even go there. Just take a look, people. Look at who's connected to what. We're gonna move on though from this story. Mike, stay with us, man.
All right, I got a half hour.
All right, well, I'm going to talk about this one. This hasn't been in the news, but I find it very interesting because I really dig his stuff. Robert Kurtzman, Skybound, that's his company, is in talks to acquire publishing licenses for G.I. Joe and Transformer comics. That is really interesting, dude. So this is the same guy who does Invincible, same guy who does The Walking Dead. Like, for him to get control of G.I. Joe and Transformers, it would be a badass version. A badass version. Anybody watch Invincible? I love it.
Nope.
No? Oh, dude, Invincible's fantastic.
I've heard that. I've heard it fucking rocks.
It really does. You want to talk about subversion or subversion? You know what I'm trying to say. Say it, Matt. Subversive.
No. Yeah, because when you start messing up words, I mess them up, and it's just a circle of nonsense.
All right, so we'll read a little bit of this, and if it's good enough, we'll move on after that. Washington, U.S., December 11th, Skybound, the imprint run by the Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman is in negotiation with Hasbro to acquire the publishing license to their two properties, G.I. Joe and Transformer Comics. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the potential deal would be a big loss for IDW, which has been making both of these comics since the mid-2000s.
IDW is taking an L across the board right now. They are so bad. They're handing creative control of their company over to the extreme lefties that are the administrative people. So anybody who tries to make a creative decision that the politically active versions of their employees that don't create jack shit are going to be able to say, nah, we're not going to do that. So now you have trash. And Mr. Tinkle Trunk in the chat says IDW is dying. At minimum, this is what you don't do to be successful. You become IDW. Let
me ask you a question. Is IDW like financially as bad as Marvel in the 90s?
They're worse off now. So
wow.
You have this really weird place, right? They were the quote unquote independent version of Marvel and DC.
Yes.
Kind of, right? They were the last like place you could go. You know where you don't want to go now? IDW. You don't want to go into any of the majors now. You want to do self-publication, and you may have fewer and fewer options going forward. So just keep that in mind.
Wow, that's crazy. Kirkman, who is known to be a major fan of the toy brands and is said to have personally gotten involved in chasing the rights, is not expected to write any of the new comics. Additionally, if a deal does go through, new books would not be expected to hit shelves until 2023. Comics have been instrumental in the success of both brands, particularly G.I. Joe, when Hasbro relaunched the toy line in 1982, which was dope, as G.I. Joe, a real American hero. It's partnered with Marvel for a comic tie-in as well as a Saturday morning cartoon, which was one of the best ever. Personally, loved it. My favorite. I don't know about you guys.
And it's still very watchable.
Yes. Tom, you had to be a G.I. Joe fan back in the day.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, He-Man was more my jam, but
yeah. See, I flipped that. I was more G.I. Joe.
Absolutely. I had all the action figures and stuff.
Yep. Yeah. I wanted the aircraft carrier. Oh, I wanted that so bad.
Do you guys have the spaceship capsule?
No.
I had that one.
No, I had a lot of the action figures, but I didn't get a lot of the other things. My friend Jim, he got the
so it wasn't for very long because then the X-Men came out, and then that was my thing because I had the Blackbird. That the toy, the Blackbird. Oh, so awesome.
Yeah, I liked Mask too. Mask was dope for a short period. Boulder Mountain, Mask, they were like trucks that could turn into like a submarine or a plane or whatever.
Motorcycle mice from Mars. I got you.
Yeah. What were the ones? Silver Wings? Those were dope too. Each was a massive success, helping establish the popularity of characters such as Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. The original Marvel produced show ran from 1983 to 86. Another version ran from 89 to 92, but the comic stuck around until 93. The title was a nice boost for Marvel, whose Star Wars comic, which had helped keep the company afloat in the late 1970s, wound down as the 80s wore on. Devil's Due secured the publishing license in 2001, revived the series from 01 to 08, with IDW nabbing it at that point. Marvel also started off publishing the Transformers comic, launching the main title in 84. Defunct entity Dreamwave Productions briefly had the license in early 2000s before IDW snagged it in 05. Licensed properties are a major part of the business plan for IDW, but in a troubled trend, it has been losing rights of late. IDW also reportedly lost rights this year to an all-ages Star Wars comic and an all-ages Marvel comic. Sources say that Hasbro has not been happy with the publisher's output in recent years. So, does anybody know that behind that? What's this all-ages Star Wars comic and all-ages Marvel comic?
I mean, it would have to be High Republic, wouldn't it? High Republic.
Well, is it?
Isn't it?
I think everything coming out Star Wars in comic book form and novel is basically High Republic.
Yeah. Man, that's right.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It could be. They are doing like
yeah, they're doing like the comics, like
that's right.
They're doing comics like the backstory to. I know Marvel did like the backstory to Darth Vader.
Oh, and where the hand went, where Luke's hand ended up.
Yes,
they did
stuff like that.
My bad. The novels are all High Republic. The comics are just whatever they can.
Right, they did the Ben Solo one.
Right.
Yeah. So I just
wanted to bring up that garbage again.
Yeah.
High Republic.
Now, is Marvel doing all the? I thought okay. I'm confused on that one. If anybody in the chat,
you know what, I'm
it down
confused too. I'm not sure who it is. Now you got me thinking. I think I got my books crossed up.
Same here.
Well, that's the problem though. Like that's a problem. Like we stopped buying everything that was good because stuff stopped being good. Damn it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like mad before we would buy everything, right? Or at least keep track of it.
At least try out everything.
I haven't had comics since the Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, I stopped in the early 2000s. Yeah. But I remember like you would just go and see a cover like Spawn. I remember when I bought the first Spawn, I was like, this looks dope. I'm checking it out. You know, nowadays it's like, I don't even see that turning, comic book, case they had where you spun it and there was like 4 different sides to it.
Well, what's bad too, Scott, is that now, and I'm sure Matt's seen this too, is like, when they started introducing these multiple covers, see, before we would go and we'd say, okay, that's issue, this 47, 48, 49. We knew that the issues were in a storyline. Mm-hmm. Now, it's got multiple covers for the same damn book. And that book sucks usually.
Right.
I don't even see them. Well, I mean, I don't go to the grocery store that often. I'm a guy. I don't even see, like, I don't remember even seeing them. Like, I remember as a kid going to the grocery store and there was comics there. Mm-hmm. Like the magazine thing, and I would like, oh man! And then I found out if you go to the comic book store, you get the unrated version, right? It's so exciting. But like, I don't see those at grocery stores anymore. Like, no one cares about them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. At every
outside of the people that want to destroy it,
yeah. At every grocery store, at every convenience store, you would have at least that one spinning rack where you can get stuff on Tuesdays.
So comics are no longer about the comics. It's about trying to do something that will grab the attention of a studio to be made into a movie. That way you make money selling the rights to this movie, right?
Yeah.
Because if you look at the way Marvel comics are being written now, they're basically trying to dictate where Marvel Studios, the MCU, will be going. So, and it's also almost like almost a reactive thing, retroactive as well, because they need to justify these new characters, right?
Right.
Like, dude, they've been in the comics for years, guys. Look, Miss Marvel right here.
Morales.
Right here.
Wait, Tom, what was that again?
Sorry, I didn't say nothing.
Wait, did you say Miles Morales?
I did.
Miles. By the way,
people took that a little personal.
There was an amazing poll today that I saw.
Okay, we don't have to address what I said.
Spider-Man.
No, not at all.
No. Spider-Man.
You're so sad.
Spider-Man. Who is Spider-Man? Peter Parker or Miles Morales?
Boy, I'm glad we moved on to this one.
No, it's a good one. Peter Parker.
98% of the people that participated in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker.
It makes sense.
So the 98% were.
Yeah, I'll go try to find it.
Please send it to Tom.
That or just retweet it with my original.
You know what, Nikki D? The beautiful thing is you don't have to like it. Like, that's the beauty of our little fellowship here. But I actually, it was refreshing to me. Yes, someone said there was some there's woke something in everything. Like, I just watched Arcane and I liked it. And like, the main character was the short hair, kind of butchy girl, but it was still kick-ass. I thought it was a great first season of that show, and some things they definitely spun what I thought the outcome was going to be. I don't know if anybody else caught that.
Let me tell you this. I just started episode 7. I don't even want to watch. I don't want to finish 7 or even watch 8 because it just started getting too woke.
Oh, dude. I'm with dude. I powered through the Arcane and I actually liked the ending. I liked the ending.
Okay, Scott, on your word and recommendation, I'm gonna finish this bit.
Just finish it and tell me what you thought of the ending.
But let me tell you this much, dude. Like they suck me in, and this is what they do.
They the first 4 always get you.
They suck you in, and then they try to flip the script on you. And just let me tell you this. I got a son. I'm a dad. I'm a single dad. And you know what? And I've shared custody with my ex. I need more positive role models in our culture. I don't give a shit if they're in comic books. I don't give a crap if they're on Netflix. I don't give a crap if they're on TV. movie, somewhere, anywhere. Good God, I'll find a unicorn before I find a positive role model.
They did have a positive male role model, and they killed him off pretty quick.
It makes so much sense now that a lot of these are being written and drawn and made by women, because that's what they do. They suck you in and then they take all your money.
Yes, and I'm kidding. It's not the best show on earth, but I did like the ending. That's all I'm saying. I like the ending.
I'm going to give it a break.
Because what I thought was going to happen definitely didn't happen.
Mike, skip that and watch Old Henry.
I heard that's fantastic.
My favorite
I've heard
movie of
that's
the
great
year.
too. What'd you say, man? What's it called?
Old Henry.
Yes, I've heard that before.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Just Mike, let me know what you think of just the ending. Just let me know. Did you think it would turn out that way? That's all I'm going to ask you.
Old Henry is a series, right?
It's a movie. No, it's a movie, but trust me, it's worth it. And also, Mayor of Kingstown
is awesome.
4 or 5 episodes in, and I have not been disappointed.
I'm with you on that.
So
I'm on
good.
episode 3. It's on Peacock, right?
Yeah,
it's on Paramount.
Paramount.
It's on Paramount. I've watched
3
3 episodes. It is freaking good, man.
So good. I could watch a whole episode of him and just the
Jeremy Renner being a man.
Yeah. I could just watch those two talk about the stars for an hour.
Well, the ending of this is just talking about, yay, great company. Woo. How many of you guys have seen Hawkeye?
I watched the first 2.
Watched first 3 so far.
Okay.
I watched the first one.
Okay.
Episode 1.
I watched them all.
As I thought.
Okay, sucking you in once again. The show makes Hawkeye look weak.
Well,
okay, they make him look very weak. I don't even know where to go with that. It's just they make him look weak. They make him look stupid. And it's just sad, man.
No, well, so I just read an article today talking about how the show makes him the most dangerous Avenger. I'm serious.
What?
Yeah, they said that this show has done such a great job of making him seem to be the most dangerous Avenger of them all.
Oh no, dude! They made him look sad. It's depressing to see what they've done to that character.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it.
4 must take a major downturn then, because, I will say he was a bit cucked out here and there in the first 3 episodes, but I was at least enjoying it.
Oh, you'll still maybe enjoy some of it, but if you keep watching, it feel like the character's getting weaker and weaker as the series goes on.
I loved everything I saw of Hawkeye for all 5 minutes he was in those 2 episodes.
I'll give you that.
I wouldn't even need all the action. I would love to actually see a drama, a series with him dealing with all of these PTSD issues and all this, because it's very powerful. And Jeremy Renner does such an amazing job portraying that loss and that pain that he's feeling.
Oh, dude, yes. When he's in the first episode, you feel his pain, and it goes on from there. It actually plays on that a lot. Where did you leave off again, Tom?
Episode 3, last.
Okay, so with the very ending, like it's. I think they're going for
wait, we got to read Time Prophet. That was classic right there.
Time Prophet says Walking Dead has gone very woke. I haven't watched it since like season 6. Every white person is going out with a black person, and there is so many lesbians because that is important with zombies trying to kill you.
Yeah, well, if you look at Gotham City's filled with
apocalypse happens. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of lesbians who decide that dick might just be yummy,
right?
Fucking quick.
Can I tell you the good show I'm watching right now? And I've only watched 3 episodes, but the show I'm watching right now that I really am enjoying is Alice in Borderland. It's another Korean one, and it's freaking awesome, dude. Alice in Borderland is probably, at the moment, I'm starting to think might be better than Squid Game.
I'm just saying that because, and I'm not trying to be a dickhole, but okay, let's say the zombie apocalypse happens right now. You got a lesbian couple. You know how to hunt? No. Do you know how to hunt? Fuck. They're dead.
It is power. It's power at that point.
Mexican Iron Man knows how to hunt. He's got plenty of rifles. The 2 lesbians can come and hang out with me. We can, forge a new relationship for our survival.
Yeah.
What do you think, Scott?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
I'm just fucking around.
So Hawkeye seems actually like Jeremy Renner seems bored in the show.
Oh, there are moments where he kind of seems checked out.
should I say this much? I guess, or I could say this much. It's not the worst of the Marvel shows. In fact, it's the best of the Marvel shows, but that's not saying much either.
That's not a very low bar.
Like
he's not. Well, Tom, would you say he's not as much of a cuck as Loki?
I didn't watch all of Loki.
Oh, dude.
I watched the first episode and then I edited Andre's review.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how it ended and everything. But like, I even checked out halfway through WandaVision. Did not watch Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Terrible.
So like at this point, and I mean, yeah, I heard enough about that. So
do better.
If this was a movie, I would have said this sucked donkey balls so far. It's better than Black Widow, but that ain't saying much either because only 2/3 of Black Widow's decent.
No, you're right. I gotta say that
it's almost a push to say 2/3, like 1/3 for sure, but like.
Well, also,
I actually happen to like Florence Pugh's character.
I was just about to say that.
If it wasn't for her, the movie would have been trash.
And you know what?
I agree 100%.
Let me just say, at some point, she's going to come into Hawkeye because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, right now.
But she actually went from the baggy ass clothes she wore in Black Widow, where she's actually wearing a form-fitting gear, and she looks fantastic. And I love that character. She was funny as hell.
What she looked like in that movie had no relevance to my enjoyment of her at all.
Okay, it adds. I'm sorry,
I
it does
found her
add.
a much more relatable character than a lot of the other ones we've gotten lately.
Dude, when she was doing the whole you do this thing, that was hilarious.
Landing,
I know there are a lot of people that have been complaining like, well, how would she be so well adjusted if she's been a zombie? You know, I really don't care because at this point in the MCU, I just want characters not only that are enjoyable but are relatable.
Yep.
And like if
I was gonna say, and that's maybe why I actually been enjoying Hawkeye more than I should, is because
I'll give you that.
Haley Stein.
She's good.
Whatever her name is, I keep forgetting it. Steinfeld.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld. Steinfeld.
She didn't win me over because I'm like, man, they're really trying to make me like her.
No,
but it didn't work like it did with Pugh.
You know what? You only watched a little bit of it. She's gotten better. She's gotten better at it.
Because
she's funny.
Yeah, because she's sitting there because Hawkeye's sitting there putting himself down every other fucking 2 minutes.
Right.
And she's actually like building him up and like, well, but you're Hawkeye, you're an Avenger, you're this, you're my hero, you're that, you know. So at least I like that part of the character. And her as an actress helps.
Yes.
I said that too, I think, in our original reaction to this last week. I was like, if it was any other actress, like say somebody like Brie Larson, I would hate it. It
would come off so snide and just demeaning. With her, it comes off as reverent. Like
although she is,
you could tell she has like that. What's that?
She is a bit Mary Sue. I mean, she's just getting into this stuff, and granted, she's had all this training,
but she's holding her own with
exactly like right off the bat. She's like kicking guys' asses who are 3 times her size and shit.
You're never going to be even if you wait till you see the next episode. Then Damajanai for $2 #Pimp Raid. What up, brother? Thank you. Damajanai, guys, check him out if you haven't. He's hilarious, dude. He's a good dude too. There you go, man. I like Haley Steinfeld. I didn't think I would like her. Maybe that's why I kind of like her. I just feel like they're like you could tell Jeremy Renner's doing the best he can, but they're kind of just like playing on that Hawkeye is no more. He's done. He's spent. And maybe that's where they're going with the character. I don't know. I feel like there was a couple fights
He'll
where
be dead or completely retired by the end of this show.
Yeah, I mean, his wife's hot. They're trying to do something with that too. Do you think he'll be retired or dead?
I think they'll kill him. He'll end up sacrificing himself at some point.
Yeah. He'll go out like James Bond. You know, we can't, Scott, in case you didn't get the memo, we can't leave any white guys on the planet.
That's why I'm fighting it, dude. That's why I'm fighting it.
I'm with you, bro. Hashtag save the white guys.
Yes, 60 people in the chat right now. Hashtag save the white guys. Thank you very much.
Real quick, it's also important to remember when they talk about race, when they talk about like white people, they're not talking specifically and only about your skin color. They are talking about culturally being white,
like Asians,
or no, even black people. Look at what's his name that ran in California. They call him
the white
so
face,
culturally,
the black face of white supremacy.
He is white, not black. So like one of them, I forgot who it was. One of their big time like people, but in CRT was there's a difference between saying I am a black person than I am a person that happens to be black. So the way they see it, like that guy in California just happens to be black, but he's a white guy. Whereas these people are black.
Right. They decide what you are. They decide. You're right.
So we have to be aware of that. Like when they come for the white people, it is not just the white people that they're coming for.
Right.
It is anyone who disagrees and does not follow.
And they'll label you the way they want. Yeah. You're absolutely right, man.
Because they're equating white with evil with bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once that gets hooked in, it's the same thing with the blankets that we gave the Native Americans. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they gave them smallpox." No, we didn't even know germs were a thing until 1900. That happened 200 years earlier.
Right.
They would have no idea. But because it became so ingrained in what we're taught about the history of this country and who we are, that it just almost goes. It just you can't even equate that. You can't even connect those two things. To see that it was not even possible. So, but if we let that idea of white being evil and white not even being a race but a cultural like a symbol, then we're done. We lose. Period.
Right. That's a good way of putting it, man.
That's it for me, man. That's the only.
No. That's I appreciate what you said there. That's a good way of putting it because they want you to think it's about race and it's not. It's about. Do you agree with what we say? If not, we're going to destroy you and call you whatever we want. So guys, I am putting a link in. I'm not writing anything with it, but this is the GoFundMe some people were asking about for our boy Ken Jack Ben. So it's trying to load. I hate
it's in there.
StreamYards. It is? Okay, because it's showing.
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, good.
I think it's because it's got to go to two different places. That's why it's
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And
and Tina did it too.
Tom, I went looking for that poll, which, like I said, predominantly kicking the crap out of Miles Morales. I could not find it because I apparently participate in too much Twitter.
What?
Yeah, I do too much Twittering.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
Okay, I can't find it. I went back like 8 hours. I can't find.
Oh, you mean to your notifications?
If you stumble across it, just send it to me.
Yeah, I will. I thought it was ridiculous because I was laughing my butt off. I'm like, of course it's freaking Peter.
Oh, you're saying, okay, I see what you're saying. You went too far. Gotcha.
Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, I mean, I can go back X number of hours and then it's like, nah,
right.
Thanks.
Right. You know what, Culture, would you mind reading this one if I sent it to you?
Well, sure.
Hey, well, before he starts, like this would be a good time, so like I can bounce by everybody.
Oh yeah, go right ahead. What? Hold on, Mad. Say your hellos and everything and goodbyes and all that stuff.
Hellos and goodbyes. Vasily Lomachenko fights tonight. It's gonna be an amazing fight. Watch Old Henry, because there is good content being made. If you want to come check out our channel, that's cool too. We'll be doing Street Smarts on Wednesday. We're rebooting it. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be great.
We're not doing the OC tonight.
Yeah, we unless you really want to. Like,
we can hold off.
You want to hold? Okay.
You want to do it next weekend?
Yeah, we can do it. I can do it whatever day, man. I just like
Saturday's usually good. So
okay, yeah, we can do it next Saturday then.
All right, good because I only caught half the show.
Why does this feel gayer than it should?
It is pretty gay.
It should.
What the hell is this OC?
Oh, can we show our commercial? Show our commercial real quick.
Oh man.
All right,
okay.
so let me see. What are we talking about here?
All right, hold on. We got a commercial.
I'm feeling particular alpha male tonight after seeing that horse shit.
Oh well, this is gonna hype. This is gonna
it's gonna get you pumped,
like no
bro.
one's business.
It's gonna get you pumped.
All
right, hold on.
Yep.
Let me remove this.
No, well, let me find it.
All right. Oh, did I remove the wrong one?
Here we go.
You removed my thing.
Sorry about that, buddy.
I don't care.
All right, wait a minute. Everybody in the chat, just hold on. The 56 people still with us. You're going to want to check this out because Matt and I are going to be doing an OC rewatch.
I'm going to skip the intro.
Yeah, skip the intro.
Yeah.
You better hold my hand on this.
Yeah. You're going to need more manliness with you. Oh, full screen. Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. It was like somebody said.
Wait,
what
sorry,
if 90210 could be more?
Sorry.
What are you saying sorry about?
That's the old one.
Oh, dude. All right, we just lost.
You have more than one trailer?
Yeah,
we do have. We have like our intro trailer. It's
Culture,
gonna be dope.
Culture, you know me as well, like almost as well as Tom does. Like, am I going to be excited?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Wait. Tom said no, and Tom knows.
I'm in it, and I don't think you'll be excited, but okay.
Oh.
But I'm excited.
The music's good.
While you look for it, Bobo Yogis
This
for
is the
$2.
biggest failure ever.
Woke destroys the past with no idea of the future. That's a valid way of putting it. They want you to forget your past.
Vanilla Sandwich Lemonhead is fight tonight, so you better hurry up.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, play it, man.
Okay, all right. Nope, wrong thing.
Okay, doing great, guys. Good YouTube.
Great
This is
YouTube.
us. This is the dump.
For the 57 of you that are here right now, sorry.
You guys, we got Tom from Midnight's Edge.
Okay,
though.
here
He
we
likes
go.
us.
Here we go. Shush it. Shush it. Shush it.
Oh shit! You had it. We should do an OC stream.
Dude, we should.
Rewatch.
I'm 100% down.
I'm down.
From the stadium, we brought you Stark.
It's gonna be on mine, Soul Assassin.
Martigan and Scott.
The theology of the OC.
Yeah, you can do that.
Boom.
Hooked. All of them got hooked.
California.
Phantom Planet.
California.
All the forgotten stars of yesterday.
Oh, such a good song.
No.
California, here we come. Right back where we started
So
from.
fucking good. But I got to go. All right,
We're gonna
man,
kill
I'll
it,
see
brother.
Everybody later. Bye, guys.
Later.
Hi, Mad. Scott, I have to say that I held you on a certain pedestal. Dare I say, from a broadcasting standpoint, you were what I would call a YouTube beacon of light and hope.
Thanks, man.
For YouTubers of the future, I was rooting for you in your battle.
Can I just say one thing before you go any further? We're doing it on his channel, not mine.
All right, we're good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the entrance
I mean,
channel.
I would hate for this to be on a channel that might go somewhere. Oh,
I was kind of thinking, oh damn, but I appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate
okay,
it.
good. All right, good. So it won't chat. It won't kill
You can
your
watch it on
algorithm.
Hulu too. I've been watching it on Hulu, guys.
Oh God,
it's gonna
that
be
show
fun.
sucks, Scott. Scott, I lived in the OC.
Okay.
Oh, you should come on then.
The
No!
the time prophet asks the most important question: why did he put the before Orange County?
Funny you said that.
The Orange County.
The guy who wrote, produced all the pilot went to school. He was from the East Coast, went to school on the West Coast, had to move out there or something, and he went to school with kids from the OC, and those kids called it the OC. So he thought that's what it was. And when he started the show, he got so much hate mail because he's like, no one from Orange County calls it the OC. They call it OC. So that's a little, no big whoop.
It's similar to like San Francisco. Like we would always get annoyed because people would call it Frisco.
Right.
We all called it the city.
Right. The
And everybody
townies
else
call it
calls
the city.
Everybody else calls it Frisco. Oh, I'm coming to visit in Frisco. I land in Frisco Airport. Fucking
Yeah.
nobody calls it that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny what Mark's 47 said. Orange counties, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, the one with the chopper, the motorcycles, is like in New York. I did not realize that for like the first season.
And there is Orange County, Florida, right? And technically Anaheim and Disneyland are in Orange County.
When it comes to a show, though, there's only one OC. All right, let's go.
Parrot Heads told me to check my Twitter. Okay.
Oh, check
I'll
your
do
Twitter.
that in a moment. Mostly I'm going to read this story, though.
Mhm.
Wait. No. Usually when Parrot Head sends me something,
Yeah, it might be the poll, dude.
Oh!
I knew it. I knew it.
Thank you, brother. You are a great human.
Share screen.
Yeah, Parrot Head is the man.
I cannot. I'm going to link this to. I'm going to link this to my buddy.
Retweet it from the dump.
No, I'm going to retweet with comment. I'm going to at other humans.
Okay, nice.
Scott, while he's doing that,
yes.
Can I be officially for tonight only named Diversity and Inclusion Officer of the Sporking News
Yes, of
Podcast?
course you can.
Dude, for now on, you are my diversity inclusion
Diversity,
officer.
inclusion, and representation.
We're gonna call
Yes.
you Dio.
Okay, just don't call me Vato Dio.
Tom, what's your name? Tom. Oh wait, I got it.
My name is B-A-D
Okay.
M-O-T-H-E-R
Okay.
F-U-C-K-E-R.
I like it.
Parrot Head is a beast. I love Parrot Head so very much. Okay, guys, check your twatteries. Twitter, check those things.
Everybody check it. Everybody check it.
California.
What is up, author Stephen Walton? Thank you for sharing the link and smashing that like button.
Hey, everybody, wave at the tree fucker. Hi,
Yeah, tree fucker. Wait a minute. Hold on. This one's for him. I don't show a lot of his pictures anymore, but I love that one. He just looks so happy.
He does. That was a simpler time for him.
It was a simpler time for him.
All right, I'm going to read this until somebody
Now
can.
you got that stupid song in my head.
California.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this till somebody whips out the twatterness that I just sent out.
All right.
Okay. Netflix Cowboy Bebop script coordinator claims audiences are missing out on canceled season 2. Previously revealed show was inspired by the radical left wing YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hot on the heels of its cancellation, Naomi Markman, the script coordinator for Netflix's Cowboy Bebop, recently took to Twitter to tease the audiences were missing out on a second season of the series, only to cry victim. Holy giant sentence, Batman!
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I was trying not to take a breath till the period, and that was going to be like death of me. Okay, we'll try again. Only to cry victim when met with criticism from fans who, having seen the results of the unsurprisingly awful first season, expressed extreme doubt in her claim.
Whoever wrote this writes like I do.
Spencer, we're going to have a talk, brother. I love you, man, but dang. All right, here we go.
Wait, that's
isn't this beautiful? Sentence? It really could have been amazing.
You know, real quick, Culture, while we still have 50 people here, make sure you guys check out Wednesday's Sporking News. We will have, 99% sure we'll have a geek and gamer here. A geeks and gamer.
There will be a geeky gamer here.
There might be a geeky gamer here.
Yeah, it might be. Could be. Wait, I don't have that hat near me. Dang it.
I got it. Okay,
all right. I'm sporting the handsome hat though.
Yeah, he is handsome. All right.
He's the most handsomest on YouTube.
Paulie's pretty damn handsome himself.
Okay. Anyway, Markman's turnabout came as part of a series of tweets made in lamentation of the abysmal live-action adaptation's cancellation, which began on December 9th with her declaration not to rub it in your faces, but as the individual who has read Cowboy Bebop season 2 scripts more than anyone else in the world, you're missing out.
Can I ask a question about that, Culture? Are we missing out because you got canceled? Like, why are you rubbing it in our face? We don't care.
You're rubbing nothing in anyone's face. Based on the previous season's work, you didn't get the job done.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
And there she is. And by the way, this is her name on the twatterness.
Oh, come on!
Are you kidding me?
Markman stands with Black Lives Matter.
They might as well say, please don't set my building on fire or rob me.
Right.
You know how you get a bunch of BLM people with BLM in their fucking name to come after you? Just say Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man.
Oh my God, they come after you, don't they?
Fuck yes.
Woo, brother.
Miles Morales is
Who's Miles
Spider-Man.
Morales?
He's the I'm not quite Spider-Man kid.
Yeah.
I know.
Right,
I'm making a joke.
Oh, that was a joke, Mike.
The worst part is
Kid Arachnid. I'll accept that.
The worst part is you could state that he's a great character that can stand on his own. Yeah. Why use the Spider-Man name and they still come after you?
Yeah, they
similar powers, similar background.
Yeah. It's called a derivative.
Yes,
right. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Miles Morales.
I don't like Ben Reilly and shit either. I didn't like it when Doc Ock took him over either.
Do you mean this? Hold on.
Captain Marvel was a dude.
Is this what you're talking about?
Marvel was a dude.
Yeah. Oh,
where's that?
88% of the people.
88% of the people. 50 votes. The final result is
Where's that
88%
link? How
of
do
it.
I vote? Where do I vote?
It's already over. I think.
I'll put it in the chat though,
Oh.
just so people can look at it.
But it's funny
Private chat
because,
too.
like, I guarantee you, if you get a poll that goes wide like this, the results will be pretty similar. You have most people going, "What the heck is a Miles Morales?"
Oh my God, I
Because-
should do that, or Tom should.
Well,
Tom will get
somebody with
yes.
a giant. What do you call it? Twitter presence.
Oh, I thought you meant Amazon Rocket. Okay.
Shit, I'll do this
Yeah,
right
speaking
now.
of Amazon Rocket, former football player, guy with a bigger tooth gap than I have. What was his name? Oh, Strahan
Yeah.
went up in the Blue Origin penis rocket today, or was it today or yesterday?
Did he really?
Yeah, he rode the penis to the space.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
he rode it to a Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, he got rotted up there. Anyway, after facing a deluge.
Yeah, wait a minute. You got to put yours back on. Here we go. There we go.
Douche. After facing a deluge of pushback from audiences, many of whom asked, if season 2 was to be so great, where was that supposed talent in season 1? Martin asked the very same people she previously antagonized, my dear troll friends, you do realize that literally hundreds of people lost their jobs today, right? Jobs we loved and cared about.
Oh,
well,
God.
Guess what? Billions of people lost their jobs in the last 2 years.
Wait.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well, you know, the worst part is, Tom, is she actually started the trolling saying, F you, you're missing out. So, and now she throws that as her response.
Then put the scripts up there. Let's see what we missed out on.
Yeah, whip out the scripts, biatch. Okay,
Yeah, let me
so
see
here
your
we go.
script.
All right, we're gonna be emotional. She continued. Also, most, if not all of us, found out today with the public. Well, yeah, because that's the way Netflix does it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but all she's doing is confirming what was at that point more or less a rumor.
Right, that's true.
And here we go. She further attempted to deflect. Just because you don't like the food at a restaurant doesn't mean you would celebrate when it closes down. The TF, which is the fuck. There you go. You wouldn't mock the waiters or chefs. I beg of you not to touch some grass and give someone you love a hug.
What? I beg of you to touch some grass.
Touch some grass and give someone you love a hug. Okay. Look, nobody's
Touch some
celebrating
grass
you.
is a typical one of their fucking little insults.
Is it really?
It's it's directed at nerds to basically. It's the same as going, "Come on, you go outside and get some fresh air."
Oh, because you're always okay.
Or touch some grass,
dude. I was. You know,
I
what?
work
spent
outside
most of my day outside. Dumb fuck. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway,
which is funny because most of the people saying this are nothing but keyboard warriors and fucking actors and fucking Anyway.
However, to address Markman's own metaphor. If a restaurant promised to cook a customer a steak dinner in the way of the world's finest culinary experts, then proceeded to instead serve a day-old hamburger patty covered in ketchup, and that the customer was not a bad person for not finding it just as good, if not better than the steak said customer would likely. My God, Spencer!
They're using our metaphor.
Exactly. But that's fine. It's Spencer. It's bounding. It's okay, except that holy run-on sends Batman. Anyway, okay. And insist that the customer was a bad person for not finding it just as good, if not better, than the steak. Said customer would likely and rightly criticize the restaurant and warn others not to dine there, especially if the waiters and the chefs showed nothing but disdain for both the customers and the food itself.
Yeah, but that's true. Like, screw you if
like I do.
All right, so Mr. Tickle Trunk for $5 Canadian. Thank you, sir. You are supporting this channel like you don't even know. You realize that hundreds of people lost their jobs today, right? Yes, we do. And Netflix is at fault because they listened to people like you, Naomi. Right. They shouldn't have had the job in the first place.
This is a good one, this response.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have to channel the voice. Ready?
My entire life. Something like that. Yeah.
Go ahead. You had it.
My entire life has been turned upside down in less than 12 hours ago, along with hundreds of my dearest parents. Consider having a goddamn ounce of compassion or empathy. Can Guess what? You're gonna get a job quicker than most Americans right now. Biatch.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, because you stand with build larger mansions.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, build larger mansions is true. Nice. I didn't.
I like that.
I haven't heard that one
was
yet.
cute.
Of course, Markman's seeming inability to recognize why Cowboy Bebop was near universally rejected by everyone comes as no surprise, given how previously she revealed that a scene involving her disingenuously gender-swapped version of Gren, played by a non-binary actor, Mason Alexander Park, was inspired by a commentary video made by a trans woman and popular far-left YouTube commentator Natalie ContraPoints.
Yeah.
Oh God, Spencer.
That was the
hilarious.
Gren was the last one they had in the last scene, right, of the first season, and was
that's
just
Ed. That's Ed. That's
oh,
Take a breath, but you don't have to just do it on commas.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna breathe on commas. Then okay. All right.
Then you'll be okay.
And Spencer, I'm gonna breathe on commas. I love you.
Oh, Gren was there the help at the club?
Oh no, Gren. Okay, so Gren. The character of Gren was force-fed drugs to become a breast-possessing person.
Okay,
and was changed by diabolical medical means, not at a choice of their own.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that would be a cooler story.
Well, it was incredible. Gren was this really, really deep character for one episode. Yeah, you have to watch the. You have.
I have been. Right. I started to at least.
Then you'll see it. You're going to be like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all right. According to the script coordinator, a scene in which Gren cringe-inducingly addresses guests at Anna's Jazz Club, Shonen Sojo, and all of you dirty folks in between, was a direct homage to the moment in one of Wynn's videos, What's Wrong with Capitalism, Part 2, timestamp 16 minutes. In which the commentator jokes, glamour is very important to us. The L's, the G's, the B's, the T's.
You forgot the Q's.
All of those Q's.
Oh, never mind. He got the Q's.
The Q's.
Oh, there you go.
The Q's. As aptly put by a fan in response to Markman's above tweet revealing the connection between Gren and Wynn following the show's cancellation, this is why you don't have a job anymore.
That'd be like fucking chewing out a customer at McDonald's and then going home and being like, I just called this customer a cunt. I don't understand why I got fired.
That's true. Do you think that audiences are missing out on the second season of Cowboy Bebop? Or Cowboy has flopped? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments down below.
That's crazy. So Mike's having some technical difficulties.
Mike's having mic issues.
Yeah,
Mike
he's
is
having
miking.
Yeah, that is rough. I know
he didn't have very long anyway, so
yeah,
he can't hear us.
He's going to have to go.
He's taking off. I figured as much. So
yeah,
check out Mike's channel. He does have one. So
yep. He is a good dude,
he
man.
Does hang, he does hang out on Midnight's Edge After Dark regularly.
Mikey is one of the best producers and best human beings in the
hardest
universe,
working producer on YouTube.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's just a good person, man. He always has such nice things to say about everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's like the Latino version of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
What's hilarious is I'm telling him that we're talking mad shit about him right now.
He's gonna watch it and know that's a lie.
He's gonna freak out and go back and watch it.
That's a lie. He's gonna be like, lie. Oh, sorry. We didn't get to do karaoke, and so now I got to sing.
Well, I'm hoping so. I'm trying to get Paulie to do something.
I got to sing a song
after this.
I got to sing out loud.
So I'm hoping we're gonna do some karaoke after this show culture. I think that's the plan.
That's cool.
I sing of good things, not bad.
There you go.
Groundhog down. Need to restart computer. Screen freeze. Typing from iPhone.
Groundhog down. So,
sorry.
Do we even want to talk about Juicy?
No.
Let's talk a little bit about Juicy.
Okay.
Wait.
All right. I like that.
Was it in the description?
Yes.
Now you can get it at Subway. The new drink, the Juicy Smoothie.
Oh, no.
We're calling it the Juicy Smoothie.
Oh, no. Well, Juicy found guilty on 5 counts of...
Tastes a little like bleach.
Why is that blocked? That's weird.
Wow. Yeah, it's because you're doing it.
Is it because I have it too
Juicy?
Too big?
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Famous French actor guilty of 5 counts of staging racist anti-gay attack in Chicago and lying to police. You may remember the Empire star from such films as The Mighty Ducks, where he stood in the background and didn't have any lines.
For one
No
scene.
shit. No shit. He was in Mighty Ducks.
We went hunting for this, right, Tom? The other day, we're like, "There's that way." He was in it, and I'm like, "Yep, there he is."
He's way in the back there.
Is he even? Did he put himself in the IMDb like a douche?
Hey, look,
No, somebody else did.
I haven't put myself in the IMDb.
Somebody else put us all, a bunch of us in there.
Yeah, well, they didn't put me in there. You know why?
Because they're jealous of your hair.
That's what. Oh yeah, you know what? And in less than 4 months,
What's the fat kid's name?
hair's gonna make right now.
What's the fat kid's name in that? My wife calls me that sometimes. I can't remember.
Or was it Oberman?
Yeah.
No, that's the Jewish kid. What is the fat kid's
Oh,
name?
what's the fat kid? She sometimes calls that to me. Says it to me.
Goldberg, wasn't it?
Goldberg, that's it. She's like, "Hey, Goldberg, get over here."
But you're not fat.
I know, but that's she loves
You
me.
used to be
was
fat,
once
though,
upon a
right? Huh?
time.
You used to be. There's this 200-pound fat kid inside of you, isn't there, Scott?
Oh, I was like 275 at one point.
I can tell.
Yeah.
From a
I
current
back up.
fat
I was down to like 190 and now I'm back up to like 205, 210. So after the new year, I'm going to be going on a Scott losing weight trend. I might even film it. You never know. No big whoop. So Juicy. I don't know a lot about his case, actually. I didn't cover it as much as I've been watching other cases, but a jury. Yeah, I've heard good things.
This was one of those amazing things. I'm like, this dude's toast.
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe. Well, first of all, we knew he was lying. You know why? Dave Chappelle told us he was lying.
Say that again. Why? When was that?
Well, dude, Dave Chappelle did this amazing comedy special. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but he got in a lot of trouble for saying that, people with a lot of melanin in their skin stayed really quiet when he came out with this story.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right.
They knew it was total baloney sausage.
Dude, I think that was one of those times where we all knew it was bologna sausage, but it was during a time where I a lot of people that are of the white persuasion that would have commented on it, I think felt like, wait a minute, we should really hold off for a second and wait a minute. But this looks like bullshit.
Well, we didn't say nothing because we knew he was full of shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's almost exactly verbatim. I think Tom just nailed it. And I cannot do Dave Chappelle. I realized that the other day because I tried to do Dave
famous
Chappelle.
French actor Juicy Smollett.
There it is.
Juicy Smollett. All right, let's read what they say about Juicy. A jury found ex-Empire actor Juicy Smollett guilty Thursday of 5 of 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct in Chicago after a 1 week of trial. In the courtroom, as the verdict was read, Smollett stood and faced the jury, showing no visible reaction. The 39-year-old was found guilty on 5 counts of disorderly conduct, 1 count for each separate time he was charged with lying to police in the days immediately after the alleged attack. He was acquitted on the 6th count of lying to a detective in mid-February, weeks after Smollett said he was attacked. Whew. Smollett was released Thursday and Judge James Lynn set a post-trial hearing for January 27th. He said he would schedule Smollett's sentencing at a later date. Will this guy see the inside of a court or a jail, do you think?
Okay.
Talk to me.
I think I've changed my opinion here since Tom and I talked about this last. And again, you have to remember when this news broke, I went live. I have over 2,000 views on that video now of me going live talking about the verdict, what happened, and everything else. It's very repetitive. It has to be. It's breaking news, so I have to reset. You're supposed to reset every 10 to 11 minutes, and that's exactly what I did.
Okay.
So, but what happens during a breaking news cycle is you get some more information, things get updated, and all of that. I had to update my opinion as things moved forward because elements of the story kept changing. So my opinion now, based on everything I've heard so far, especially since the judge is going to be super pissed about the perjury because he sat up there and perjured himself.
Right.
You're going to end up, you're going to end up with him maybe doing a tiny little bit of time.
My guess is 6 months, and he'll get a year. He'll get a year sentence. He'll sit 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, no, he'll get 6 months suspended. You're right. He'll get a year, 6 months suspended, and so he'll do 6. He'll probably get out in 3, but he'll be on parole.
Like
he'll be on parole for 2.
Yeah,
that's what's
something like
happen.
that. Maybe 3 years,
or 18,
or they'll slap him with 5 parole.
They could kick him in the sack.
Well, that's what did.
Well, that's the thing. I don't see him doing a shit ton of jail time for various reasons.
Okay.
First and foremost, he's a fucking television star, so they're gonna have to give him special fucking treatment the whole time he's in there. So that's gonna cost a fucking fortune. So then that's gonna be an argument for all sides to say, well, what is he doing right now? The only person who got hurt in this incident was himself, and so chances are he'll get either a suspended sentence or, like Culture and I said, he'll sit a couple months tops. Yeah. I think he will go to prison for a little bit or jail.
And it's not going to be it's not going to be one of those, get pounded in the booty prisons. It's going to be like a prison with like a golf course.
Club Med.
Yeah.
He might even
Club Fed. Yeah.
Here's another scenario we didn't even think about. He might just get fucking they might just turn around and give him what do you call it? Where they make you stay home with the
house arrest.
House arrest with the fucking
bracelet.
Bracelet on his ankle. Yeah,
they might do something like that to him. I bet you that'll happen first. So he'll do that for like a couple months, and then he'll do some community service and sit on probation for like 3 to 5 years, is my guess.
Yeah.
And that'll still be a slap in the wrist for what he really should get for this kind of a situation, because this is just ridiculous. Because I know they can't really correlate the two, but I still feel like this did feed into the following summer's bullshit that, we all know what really set it off in the end. But I feel like that was just boiling points reached at that point. And I felt like this was something that really fed into it. And I hope that those two brothers or whatever sue the shit out of him.
Yes.
They have cause now. That's the thing. It's like you have.
Oh, I know they've got lawyers calling them left and right. I guarantee you.
They're like, okay, we're they're like, this is the first time.
Johnny Cochran called from the dead.
He did. He's like, I got you guys. I got
you. Guys need a good lawyer.
I'm gonna get up on out of here, and I'll be there.
So
I'm not gonna look good, but it'll
be
all right.
What do they have against them?
Oh,
what are the brothers?
Defamation. I'm sure it's even worse, because if they got lying in a court of law, there's got to be some. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the actual terms for these, but I'm sure there's some defamation of character in a court of law. Probably even carries its own set of legal issues alone.
Yeah, right.
Clay. This book is going to be titled "If I Didn't Do It."
Right.
George.
Oh my God!
Where are you, George?
I got a button for that.
George, the link's in. We're only going to be on.
George, he's got a beautiful soul.
George, we're only going to be on for a couple more minutes, but it's in the Saturday chat. So jump on, man. Okay, so they have a chance now. I agree with you, Tom, completely that he did this when the country was in such a pivotal moment, and it just fed into that terrible summer we had. It fed into it. I mean, people thought he was being lynched.
Not only that, I also think this. I think that he should be sued by every political candidate that has an R next to their name for an illegal contribution to political campaigns far and wide.
Oh yeah, the other thing we'll get out of this is he'll apologize to the city of Chicago, but nobody else. You watch.
Right.
But it was a national story, and again, that influenced a lot of political campaigns.
Well, there's a great cut out there. Look at all that great cut out there right now, making its way around Twitter, of all those celebrities that were showing support for him. Which, again, I agree with the argument made that these people were saying this going off of the original idea that this actually fucking happened.
Yeah, believing him.
But except that they all knew it was bullshit because Don Lemon actually like dropped his sack in the middle of this.
Did he cry?
Like, no, he texted Juicy letting him know that the Chicago PD was like, hey, they think you're bullshit.
Yeah,
probably because they saw the camera and they're like, that ain't white dudes.
Right.
There's no white dudes there.
Those are very not white dudes.
And then they also saw him circling the block like 4 or 5 times.
3 times.
And then here's the most incriminating thing. What movie star is going to fucking Subway?
At 2 in the morning in the butt fucking cold. I mean, I'm sorry. It was really damn cold that night.
And he left the noose on. Like, what? All right, so Don Lemon, is he liable? Will he get fired?
Liable, but I think he's going to get fired.
He's going to get in trouble.
Well, isn't it some type of like?
No, he's an ethical breach for sure.
But not just that. Like ethical breach is one thing, but he warned.
Oh, do you think you can't?
He warned him.
He's not going to be accessory after the fact, or even obstruction. I don't think they can get him for that. But what they can do is address. They can address him for. Yeah, he adjusted the news on camera. He did.
I agree.
Sacrificial lamb for CNN, and that'll make up for them and all their stupidity through all this. But no, I think you're making a point, Scott, that the media does need to be held a little bit liable for this because they just jumped the gun, and it's just like the Me Too thing. It's like as soon as somebody
Rittenhouse
or even that or everything else, like they just jump the gun, they jump right to this thing, and before you know it, public perception is already skewed.
Yes.
Instead of them actually allowing things to actually have, and we brought this up the other day, Culture. I can't remember which channel it was on. I think it was Comics or one of the other, where
I don't know.
We were talking about how the 24-hour news cycle really changed the way the news was. It used to be boring, but at least it was accurate.
Right.
Right. And
now they have to create it.
But now, yes, you're right. Since they have the 24-hour cycle, CNN and all those channels started this shit.
They had a successful 30-minute cyclical news cycle, right? You reset your news every 10 minutes, then you reset the whole half hour. Right. That's how that went. It worked forever. Dude, and then when you had events like the war or something.
Well, yeah, because they got a taste of the fucking money. They're like, well, we got to make this happen all the time.
I would say that was started in Desert Storm.
Well,
yeah, around there
to a certain extent, you're not wrong. But even then, even after that, headline news used to do headline news and then like quit. Well, they went back to that. There used to be headline news would quit at a certain point, and then you'd run a bunch of fucking TBS programming or some shit.
Right.
And you know what? They had to go back to that recently, like in the last few years, because they can't draw dick as far as viewership.
No, Trump was the biggest jump they've seen in
ever
since 2001.
And right now, if you look at, and Tom will agree with me on this, late night TV has been destroyed because they suck.
Hey, George.
Hey.
No, to answer the question before, it wasn't so much Desert Storm, it was 9/11 that I think really switched the 24-hour
I thought like
thing.
CNN came alive during Desert Storm.
It tipped it to the point because you had, and this is true because this is why my video store failed, is because you had everybody staying at home 24 hours a day, scared shitless.
Yeah.
Watching the fucking news.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
South
you
Park
could peel us away.
But it was fucking true. I guarantee you, every one of you had one of those people in your family who literally would sit there in front of CNN 24/7 waiting for the next attack.
They were.
There was a lot of people doing that.
Half my family was doing that. They were like calling me did you see? I said,
and that's when they started doing the code this and the code that on fucking TV. I'm like, that is the dumbest fucking shit I ever seen in my life.
But I really
that
think
is nothing but to scare idiots.
I think it started to change, though. I think that was the turning point. Sorry, I'm here at the last part.
No, it's okay.
I think it started to change in Desert Storm. You remember? Because that was the first time we had in modern history the press briefings from the general. You remember the general? He looked kind of like a 6-foot Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah, he had like a Schwarzkopf.
Was it Schwarzkopf?
I had his playing card.
Yeah, it was General Schwarzkopf. That's
Desert
correct.
Storm had a video game.
Yes, they had playing cards. It was dope.
Cards, I should say. All kinds of crazy shit. I think they even had toy lines attached.
Well, they also had cards of all the bad guys, and every time that they swipe one out, they would put a red X on them.
Yep. They had Desert Storm toilet paper, I believe.
They had a desert. I mean, they even had all those. They had the Saddam doll, and then later with 9/11, they had the Al Qaeda dolls.
Yeah.
And the,
So crazy.
Stormin' Norman.
Norman, Tina.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He was badass.
Perfect, Tina.
But it's just, and this is the biggest problem. I'm tired of this war, and national tragedy stuff needs to not be monetized in this way. That's the problem. And again, that's the 24-hour news cycle changed things. Tom's 100% right. But
yeah,
we have to get rid of some of the salacious stuff.
Well, let's put it this way. I think this will put it perfectly. This last school shooting, instead of reporting on the young man who charged the shooter and gave his life to protect his classmates, they talk about the shooter and his parents and this and that. Like, I thought there was a moment where we said we were no longer going to talk about the shooter anymore, and we were going to talk about the victims and celebrate those people's lives that were cut short. That lasted like a heartbeat.
It did. And then we started getting that 24-hour news cycle where we focused in with the school shootings. They started carrying that over into everything. Yep. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like, remember Columbine? What would happen every minute? Everybody in the neighborhood, everybody who's next to the neighborhood, every teacher, every friend of a teacher, they just carried that out. And that's what destroyed not only the news industry, but that's why I think they're terrified today because of YouTube. I mean, just look at Culture. I watched his live stream of that breaking news. I mean, that's amazing.
You did a great job.
They can't compete with that custom tailored content. They can't.
Right.
It's not organic when they do it.
And the beauty of it, you just put it perfectly, George. You have we're not professional yet. Tom is, but we're trying to do something with our YouTube channels, and Culture was more relatable, more authentic than anything you saw on legacy or cable TV.
Yeah, that's why.
I tried, and George, thank you for the compliment as well.
Absolutely.
You're
welcome. Amazing. What are you talking about? You were better than the Megaphone Media Mafia. Come on.
But that's my understanding of journalism and news, right? I'm going to restate the facts. I'm going to give you the information. As more comes in, I'll give you a reset. I'll give you more of what we know. That's the way the news is supposed to work. And
these channels get away with it because they're actually registered as entertainment, not
now they are.
News.
Yeah, because they had to come out and say, you know what, we're going to get our asses sued.
But that was also because Obama changed the law in 2012.
You don't even. You know what?
That law. No, I'm just saying the law that changed where you couldn't sue the media anymore for lying.
Well, that's a problem. But again, that comes down. And look, this is one of those things, George. I agree with you 1,000%. I have so many problems with that particular person that was elected to the executive office at that point in time. Essentially he started us down this path towards fucking socialist bullshit, and here's the thing, if we're such a racist country, how do we end up putting someone who never should have been in that office with as little experience as he had in that office
twice?
Twice.
You want me to put that up, Tom?
Yeah, I think this is breaking news. Or no, it's not it's from yesterday, I guess. I don't know.
What?
Quit.
Brian Williams
quit. Says TV in America is unrecognizable.
Wow.
Yeah, that's because they don't let him get away with lies. Remember 2 years ago?
Yeah, the helicopter?
Yeah, the helicopter.
It was a scheduled quit. This was a scheduled quit. This particular show, the 11th hour, was supposed to end after the election cycle. But go ahead, Tom.
Oh no! Well, then if that's the case, I thought maybe this was
but still, this is
shit hitting the fan.
No. He actually drew it to a close because obviously the network wanted to continue it. But go ahead because literally after the election day, this thing was supposed to be done.
Well, read what he said, Tom.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump down to this. He goes, "The truth is, I'm not liberal or conservative. I'm an institutionalist. I believe in this place and in my love of my country, I yield to no one. But in the darkness on the edge of town has spread to the main roads and highways and neighborhoods. It is now at the local bar, the local bowling alley, the school board, and the grocery store. And it must be acknowledged and answered for. Grown men and women who swore an oath to our Constitution, election elected by their constituents, possessing the kinds of colleague degrees I could only dream of, have decided to join the mob and become something they are not, while hoping we somehow forget who they are. They've decided to burn it all down with us inside. That should scare you to no end as much as it scares an aging volunteer fireman. To my coworkers, my love and thanks. As a proud New Jersey native, this is where I get to say regrets. I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
Oh God, he's going. You know what I wonder, Tom? Do you think there's a possibility?
Yeah.
Sorry, you think there's a scandal coming out? Because I know Culture was saying they pre-planned this, but you don't think now the timing? Usually when they do it at a certain time, like when it doesn't happen.
By some of this.
Yeah, what's he saying is pretty attacking.
George, you're right. My suspicion number one now is always the scandal.
Yeah,
you're 100% right. But again, this guy's 11 years older than me. Makes him 62. Right. Somebody who actually called things out that way. He's pointing towards some outside social change. It's maybe not necessarily
let me finish
that.
This up here.
Yeah, please do.
Because I'm reading this and it's getting a little interesting. Okay, what a ride it's been. Where else? How else was a kid like me going to meet presidents and kings and occasional rock star? These lovely testimonials that I can never truly repay make me hyper aware that it has been and remains a wonderful life. It's as if I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning in Bedford Falls. The reality is, though, I will wake up tomorrow in an America of the year 2021, a nation unrecognizable to those who came before us and fought to protect it.
Wow.
Which is what you must do now. My colleagues will take it from here. I probably will find it impossible to stay silent and stay away from you and lights and cameras after I experiment with relaxation and find out what I've missed and what's out there. Every weeknight for decades now, I've said some version of the same thing. Thank you for being here, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So my curiosity is because this doesn't sound like what you were saying so much, Culture, is he ran into some roadblocks and he don't agree with something.
He doesn't. He is 100%. I guarantee you. Remember when Brent Bear decided that he was no longer going to like play in a particular sphere and rolled out in a different direction that they weren't prepared for and went over to Fox?
Right.
I mean, you're going to start seeing. I think he's doing something differently. Guys, swat the bot, please.
Yeah, please hit that bot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have my chat up here. Sorry.
But I think that I would like to think that he is somebody of resilient character. He's never shown to be anything otherwise, except for his choice to work for PMS NBC. But outside of that, I don't see him as I've never seen him as a person to be a villain. Right. He, if anything, he should have been in the position where they put the androgynous chick at, and that eventually just lost her gig. Right. What the flip is her name? Mad Cow.
Oh yeah.
But why don't you think he's a villain?
I don't think he's ever shown himself to be a villain.
I think he's shown himself not to always be truthful.
Genuine,
yeah, but
you don't think that for a journalist and an anchor lying straight out?
I'm not saying that's not right. No, get me wrong. But is that villainous? I think him putting himself closer to a story was him trying to make it better.
Way of kind of looking at this, I think more so. My question is this: is he woke up?
I agree.
Do report the bot also, guys, because that actually
I reported as well. But I that's my big question is, okay, did he run into some resistance? Because look, we're seeing a lot of people with this latest con, and that's all I'm going to call it because I'm not a doctor.
Right.
Where they're just like, look, enough's enough, and they're starting to see it for what it is. Whether it's people like, what's his face from the Daily Show.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, coming out against the Omicron or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what I talked about the con. Yeah,
we talked about him yesterday. Culture, the other guy from England, the guy who was the guy we talked about from
Ricky
the other
Gervais.
day.
No, not
Gervais.
No.
The guy we discussed 2 days ago. He's from
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Oh, he's opened. His journey's been amazing.
Dude woke up and went, Oh shit!
His journey's been amazing on YouTube.
Yeah.
You watch his early stuff to now, he has woken the F.
Now all he has to do is apologize for Arthur, and we're forgiven.
Oh, thank God! I would love that.
It wasn't that bad.
It was terrible.
Oh, compared to the original, it was trash.
Garbage.
Okay, nobody's gonna replace Dudley Moore.
Exactly.
Okay?
my
But then he
point.
shouldn't have tried. He should have known better. He went for
But
the
they
paycheck.
gave him a check.
I know he shouldn't have. He should have said, "Hey, I got a little bit more dignity for myself. I can't compete with Dudley Moore." Hey, can you hear me well enough with
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you.
Because I saw Culture was tapping his ear and I didn't know.
Yeah, no, you're good.
No,
So
that's
what do
me.
you-
I need to adjust my ear.
Yes,
what do you think,
he has
Tom?
ticks.
What do y'all think? Do you remember the other scandal he had with his daughter? So y'all just think he got caught up in something and he woke up. I can agree with that.
I'm not so sure I see any kind of scandal coming the way he's talking here. It just
yeah,
feels
I don't even think he woke up. I think he's had enough. I think he's been woke.
And his daughter said something quite complimentary about the way he ended his broadcast the other night. So
Which says something too.
Remember the rowboating incident?
Yeah, he was. There's been. Don't get me wrong. He's had a bit of a checkered recent history, but what I can say is, I bet you he comes from the old school. Like, yes, he added himself to reports that he shouldn't have, but he believed in reporting. You know, like he added, but it didn't make it bias.
he's better. He's actually better than anything we have now. That's all.
That's scary too.
So you would put him above Fredo then? Oh no,
that would be that hard.
Sure, I'm getting your standard. That's why I'm.
Yeah. No. Fredo. Look, Fredo killed people.
Yeah. With their reporting, they killed people. I agree with that. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So you think this, because you notice you have Fredo's gone, you have the other guys about to go. Yeah, see? Yep. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, look, I mean, he's not somebody that's gonna do stupid shit where he works.
Or back down too. You know, like he's probably had enough.
There's probably going to be a Me Too scandal. It probably been when you hit him when he's down, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's usually how these work. Because that's why Weinstein finally got it. It wasn't because everybody fucking knew that was the whole thing
for
it was
decades.
Just the fact that he was losing power in Hollywood, so he was an easy target now.
Yep.
Well, what I would say is this: put this in your hat. Just watch it for the next couple of weeks. If something doesn't come out, I'm agreeing.
I'll agree with you.
I just think there's just the timing over the weekend. You know, dumping this news on the weekend. If you wanted to end a show, you end it during the week on your top-rated thing. Goodbye, good luck, love you. It's later.
Any other time, I'd be right with you, George, and that's the only reason I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here at this point, because we have seen just over the past couple weeks a big swing, and I think that this new con, as I keep calling it, so we don't.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I think between that and just the fact that people are like, you have to get the jab and or carry around this and that and all. Like, I think you're asking a lot of people a lot of shit.
And you're seeing more and more people wake up. Like Ruben Christopher Haynes just said, you're seeing a lot more people wake up to the reality that's around them.
We're going to reach the true woke. I hope we do. I hope we make a point here where we reach the true woke.
Well, Tom, I think we're in I don't mean to cut you off, Culture, but I think we've gotten to a point where they're going all in now, like even more than they were before. Look at New York City, how like when people are starting to wake up, they're like, okay, you're going to start waking up. You can't go into a public or private sector business, no matter how many employees, age 5 and up without documentation.
You only need 100 businesses. Wow. You only need 100 businesses to hold up their middle fingers.
Yep.
They don't have enough support to duel with 100 businesses. This is the thing. We are numbers. You know, when people start to talk about this, and again, as someone who is more eloquent than me is George, but when you're dealing with Legion,
yes,
which is more than you can comprehend.
Yeah, the trifecta.
That's what we have to become. We have to become Legion.
Yep, and we're doing the best we can. We're getting there.
Well, congratulations again. I'll say to Culture that new live feed was brilliant. I tried, and again, every time something like that happens going forward, I'm going to try to do that if I can in any way possible, because to me, it's important to
It's important to report
yes.
the facts and the information as they happen, and I don't think we get it anymore.
No,
and
not in an unbiased way, no,
at all.
No, but if I did it, like I said, if I didn't do what I do now, if I could legitimately just be retired yesterday, I would start a separate channel, and all I would do is actual news.
Yeah,
that would be all I would do. Like legitimate. These are the facts as we know them. With nothing else, I would do everything I can. And when people ask me for my opinion, I say my opinion is X, but it doesn't change the facts on the ground, because it's important to delineate. And this is the thing that the news has stopped doing, delineating between opinion and fact. And they are trying to now, and that's how you end up with my truth bologna sausage, lived experience bologna sausage. I don't give two shits.
About your
this
opinion,
is what happened.
Right, exactly.
Well, we had Judah Engelmeyer, basically. I don't know what he's been doing lately. I saw him do a couple interviews here and there, but he's the one who come out last year and basically told everybody, like, yo, the news is ran by the left, folks. 90% of what you're seeing is all propaganda bullshit.
You know, and that's true. But here's the thing, Marks. Here's what I tell you what Marks.
And it's Ghislaine.
Yeah. Because
I got it finally.
Yeah, and I don't even care. Here's the thing: if I ever feel like there is a challenge to doing something like that, I'll do it live on Odyssey, and I'll tell everybody I'm there.
Yeah.
Right. You know, because to be honest with you, I'm not worried about it. And you know what? Ruben Christopher Haynes is 100% right. They will squeeze harder. Yeah. Again, don't care. Fight the bullshit.
Backed up animal.
Each victory, they're going to squeeze harder because that's what an animal does when it's cornered. And
absolutely, George. Absolutely, George.
Poop.
Oh, guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think it's time for us to wrap this sucker up. Pope just got here. Howdy to you, my friend. Sorry, George. I wish you got here earlier.
No, man. No problem. So, brilliant. I was listening.
I want to make sure everybody knows Wednesday we will have a certain geek or gamer here. So please make sure you guys show up. He might be here on Wednesday. Hopefully he makes it. He usually does when he says he will. So it should be a good show. And we're going to try to keep the panel small because I've gotten a lot of very good advice from certain people on this panel now. And I appreciate it.
And George, tomorrow I have a Sunday stream. You are more than welcome if it's within your if it's within your capability of joining the panel tomorrow. Okay.
Send me the thing.
I absolutely will. Yeah, I'll send it to you tomorrow morning.
Cool. So Mr. Tickle Trunk for 5 Canadian says the issue was non-labeled opinion on the news, came from both sides, Obama and Reagan. Reagan removed the need to label that stuff to help his image.
Yep. And Obama made it.
That was wrong of him too. That was wrong of him too. I love Reagan, but that was wrong if he did it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then somewhere in the middle, we ended up with another approach to the fairness doctrine, which is complete trash-tasticness.
Parrot, can you drop his ETEP's link so people can go over there, guys? Let's do an ETEP. Let's do a Spork raid, please, because he needs the support. He's an awesome YouTuber. The dude is funny.
Go raid, but don't pay.
We need a Spork raid over there.
Don't pay.
What were you going to say?
I said go raid, no pegging.
Yeah, no pegging. No pegging. But I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Guys, check out George's channel. I mean, it's bigger than mine in less than a week, so George is doing fine. George is amazing. His newest video is fantastic.
George makes me look sad.
Dude, everybody on this stream makes me look sad, but I'm an up-and-comer, they keep telling me. I'm here for you, baby. We all are. Tom, as always, thank you for being such a support to my channel. I'm glad you were here.
Oh, somebody drop. Thank you for.
There it is. Yeah, I love you, man. Thank you.
Sometimes he's okay.
Who is?
Anywho, we're gonna call it a night. The intern.
Oh yeah, he was good. Yeah, check out, dude. Look, the OC with the intern,
it's gonna be fun.
Scott will be good. And Street Smarts, if you've never seen a Street Smarts, check us out on Wednesday and Sunday or on Saturday. Check us out on Wednesday and Saturday. They're a lot of fun. We are ridiculous. You get to see Fun Casino on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
It's always a good time.
Okay, I want to see that.
Oh, it's always a good time, guys. Check out Mad's channel. Check out everybody on the panel's channel. We had a lot of fun tonight. Make sure you guys check out Mexican Iron Man. He was awesome on tonight. Thank you for being here. If you didn't catch the beginning of the stream, go back and see that cartoon from about what was it? Vaccine Vato.
Vaccine Vato.
That was rough, guys. But this goes out to my channel members. Thank you all, Tickle Trunk, and all you guys for the super chats, and to my channel members. This one's for you. I got to double check if we have to update this. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
Have a great night. Later.
We're the best.
Hot
and you're the best. Hot pie.
Are the gold ones the best?
So it goes hot pie, then Ober Martel is higher, and then these are the best. The blue little fingers.
You should change that to handy.
Thanks, everybody.